than Aaron Rodgers
All
still.
Right. All right.
Look, to me, Aaron Rodgers, the kid, he was a good quarterback, but is he an elite quarterback? Compare him to a Tom Brady, or compare
Tom
him
Brady's
to
the greatest all time.
Right, but
Rodgers
I fixed
below
it.
him.
Yes,
I fixed it.
All right. I fixed it.
I stopped the stream and I started it again.
What a great idea. What a fantastic idea. All right, well, let me see if I can find it.
I tell you what. Why don't we go ahead and take a break so we can see if we can't get this ship righted here.
All right, great idea. I see myself. Way to go, Carter. And Glenn, probably. And Shirley. And Zach. We will take a break. We'll come back. Ken Watlington joins us. The ship's taking on a little water, but we're going to try to keep cruising down the whatever you call a water road in the ocean. Back with you. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Jeff Stein here, back at you from Brown & Wood Buick GMC. And check this out, Pirate fans. We got Envision, Buick, Encore GX, and Vistas and Enclaves, all at 0.9% and up to $2,250 off. For service, we've got buy 3 tires, get 1 for $1, only at Brown & Wood Buick GMC. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hey Pirate Nation, Bryce Williams here, former ECU tight end and proud customer of Stroud's Marine. Boating season is finally here and there's no better place to get your boat ready for the water. From tune-ups to parts and accessories, the team at Stroud's Marine has you covered with expert service and hometown friendly care. So whether you're casting a line or cruising the coast, stop by Stroud's Marine today and let's get you boating right. Follow Stroud's Marine on Facebook and Instagram or visit stroudsmarine.com to learn more. See you on the water. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate friends, it's Rhonda from Russell's and we're back open with a whole new look. We have a ton of surprises for you to see, including our Johnny O Shop and Shop. Our racks and shelves are fully stocked with all new spring and summer merchandise for both men and women. Make it a point to come by Russell's in downtown Washington to check out the new look, experience the same great customer service you've come to know, and see all the new quality clothing that you love. We can't wait to see our pirate friends and customers back at Russell's in downtown Washington.
May is Celebration Month at Basil's in Greenville, and we're celebrating all ECU graduates. Stop in today and check out Basil's new specialty menu, packed with bold, flavorful dishes like shrimp tacos, taco salad, chipotle chicken pasta, and taco pizza. Plus, don't miss our weekly specials, $4.50 margaritas every Tuesday and $3 North Carolina craft beers on Wednesday. And of course, all your Basil's favorites are always available for lunch and dinner. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Pirates supporting pirates.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates!
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is closer than you think, right outside your front door. With service from American Airlines, you're now connected to destinations around the world, all from PGV. Skip the long lines. Avoid the congestion of larger airports. Fly local and enjoy a faster, easier travel experience. Whether it's business or your next getaway, Pitt Greenville Airport gets you there with ease. Start your journey today at flypgv.com or AA.com. Pitt Greenville Airport. Fast, convenient, and close to home, where the pirates fly.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
Hey O's fans, kick off your weekend with Party at the Yard, presented by Coors Light. Every Friday home game,
Hit the Coors Light Roof Deck and Legends Park for happy hour featuring $5 12-ounce Coors Lights when gates open until 1 hour after first pitch. Enjoy live music, photo ops, and entertainment all night long. And welcome a special guest splasher who will keep the good vibes going in the bird bath. Party with the O's on Fridays. Visit Orioles.com/party at the yard.
This is Tyler Sneed, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. If you're cruising around town or headed out for a weekend adventure, make sure you're riding in something you can count on from Capital Subaru of Greenville. For brand new Subarus with legendary all-wheel drive to quality pre-owned vehicles, Capital Subaru has your back. Friendly service, no gimmicks, just great deals and even better people. Stop by Capital Subaru of Greenville today or visit capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru, love what you drive. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
The Vandy boys fighting back. 3 runs in the top of the 5th inning to tie it with Florida in the SEC tournament on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. Miami leading Stanford. We'll check around and see what's going on in all the conference tournaments. Live look in Clearwater, and FAU has taken a 2-1 lead. First game, first round of the American tournament in Clearwater. They lead Wichita State 2-1 in the 7th inning. We welcome on from WNCT Channel 9, Ken Watlington. Hello, Ken.
Hello, I guess.
You guess hello.
I mean,
what's wrong with you?
I was listening to the first segment on the way in, and it seems like all kinds of stuff's happening.
Yeah, great stuff. Derek is on YouTube, says chat gang locking in. Time for a great show.
Well, let's do it.
All right. Yeah. Woo. Ken.
Yes.
Are you...
What's your time?
Thank you, Mike. What's your feeling for UNCW baseball as they head into win or die mode here?
As you can see, I wore my shirt today, unlike last week.
Yes.
I'm not very optimistic, but hey, it's a new season. They're playing on their home field. Let's go win 4 or 5 games and make the NCAA tournament.
What kind of crowd do you think for kind of a down year for UNCW baseball, but a new lease on life and hosting the tournament? You think they'll be out there?
I think, yeah, they got the 4 o'clock game today against Monmouth. Weather's gorgeous. I think it'll be a good crowd out there. Now, if they lose and they play at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, probably not that great of a crowd.
I don't know how the bracket works out, but I would like somehow... I think it'd be neat if they could spoil Campbell's season the way Campbell spoiled your basketball season.
Believe me, we got Ernest Strother, one of our reporters at Channel 9, went to Campbell, played football at Campbell, and he's reminded me a lot lately about how Campbell's had our number in just about every sport. And I was like, but you know what? We get to do to y'all what y'all did to us in basketball.
It could happen. CAA tournament getting underway at 4 o'clock. East Carolina will not play until Friday morning, Ken, as they get the bye all the way to Friday, and we've got a home run in the SEC tournament. Florida now up 5-3 on Vandy. Pirates sitting now in the 40s in the RPI. They are on the bubble. They are on the last 4 in line with a group with a lot of the publications you look at. NC State was in that group too, by the way,
really?
Until they got punched in the mouth yesterday by Duke.
Oh, what was that? They were up 8-6 going into maybe the 7th, and they lost 21-12.
Yeah. So things happened.
Gave up that late touchdown.
That was the if you had the under.
Dave Doran,
you're
man,
upset.
Just can't trust him.
And so NC State, they will be sweating it out perhaps on Monday. But what do you think about the Pirates? They win 3 in Boca Raton. Now head to Clearwater and got a little momentum heading there.
I don't want to jinx it, but I say if they win that first game, they're in, no matter what.
Okay. We've heard a lot of folks, myself included, want 2 wins. Now, Ken's not emotionally attached, so he's looking at it from an unbiased point of view.
I'm pragmatic.
Yeah. You think one and done. One is good.
They just have such a history of playing well at this time of the year.
Yeah.
And they got that aura behind them. And then the committee, I believe John Gilbert's on the committee, which doesn't hurt, right?
He is. That's huge.
I mean, Yeah, win one, I think you're safe. But you know what? Maybe they'll do like they did last year and just go win the whole stinking thing.
Jamie Chat Gang says, first of all, says, hey now.
Hey now.
He said, it's hot in Wilmington.
It's hot here.
And said, who you betting on in college baseball today? Zach Kaplan, we'll talk to Big Ten Cappy on Thursday, says, don't let the Hawks get hot.
Hey, Zach.
Hot. Hot.
Don't let them. I don't think they'll allow themselves to get hot. They're just not particularly good.
Kenny Curling says we need at least 2 W's in Clearwater.
Kenny, calm down.
I would feel good with 2, Kenny.
Oh, for sure. I mean, 2 puts you in the championship game, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, runner up after a hot last couple of weeks. Yeah, they're in.
Get to that championship game. There's going to be other teams there who are potentially looking for more wins than East Carolina. It's kind of interesting that we lose the season series to UTSA, yet UTSA might need to win and to get in now. We lose 2 to NC State, kind of in both embarrassing fashion, and yet we might be in better shape than them overall. So, hey, life ain't fair.
Topsy-turvy.
Yeah. It's the way it goes.
The way the cookie crumbles.
Ken, are you ready for Hurricanes hockey?
You know, I kind of forgot that you're still playing. I'll be honest. What's it been, 3 weeks since they played a game?
So it's been 107 years since an NHL team had a break between 2 playoff series as long as the Carolina Hurricanes. That according to Greg Wyshynski.
And that was due to some war or Ebola outbreak or something where they couldn't play.
Yeah, that was a famine. And
exactly.
They had to use the ice to eat rather than to play hockey on. The Canes' last game, May 9th. It's been 11 full days since Carolina last played. Longest layoff since the 1919 Montreal. See, wasn't Montreal like the only team then?
It was an inter-squad scrimmage.
They just played against each other.
Yeah.
So yeah, how do you feel about the layoff? And it is, again, I'll say this a few more times today, but when you put it into numbers and say the Canadiens have played 14 games and the Canes have played 8 in the same playoff is crazy.
My gut tells me they're going to be fine and the rest is going to be beneficial, and the no layoff at all for the Habs is going to be detrimental to them, having to go back-to-back 7-game series. I think we'll know in the first 5 to 10 minutes tomorrow night. All right, the Canes are good. We're going to be fine.
Yeah, and I go back to that Steve Levy interview I heard where he said that home ice advantage is not really a thing, but if anybody's got it, it's the Hurricanes.
Oh, they got
Raleigh.
And I think we'll tell. Will they come out a little rusty, or will they come out with a pep in their step, rejuvenated, ready to go, somewhat healthy? I think we'll know that pretty quick tomorrow night.
Did you have a preference between a Montreal, Buffalo opponent?
I kind of want to say Buffalo.
Yeah.
I don't know. No particular reason whatsoever, just because they haven't made it to, that far in the playoffs. And I mean, was it 2007, something like that, the last time they made it that far? It's a while back.
I had a great comparison going where I thought, the first year we broke that playoff streak and went to the Eastern Conference Final.
19, yeah.
It was a lot. It was kind of similar to Buffalo this year, breaking their streak. Yeah. The home ice is crazy. The crowd's going crazy. And then we got to the Eastern Conference Final and got punked, right?
Yes.
And I was thinking that could be Buffalo against us this year, kind of a role reversal. But instead, it's Montreal who had success against the Canes during the regular season.
True. They were 3-0, I believe, against Carolina in the regular season. But you throw that out the window now. And, Canes, I believe, were without a couple of key guys in those games with the Habs. So I don't know. I'm optimistic. And you know me. I'm not usually the most optimistic fella in the world. I feel good about where the Canes are and what they can do. And I think they get over the hump and make it to the Stanley Cup Final for the first time in 20 years.
And they will be facing the Avalanche or Golden Knights, and that series begins tonight.
It does, yeah.
Any thoughts on the West?
You got to think it's the Avs, right?
I know,
But Golden Knights have, for a young franchise, have already won a cup. So, it should be entertaining. I don't think it's going to be a sweep for any of these two series coming up. I think it'll be some entertaining hockey, and hopefully it'll be the Canes as the last one standing.
The UCLA Bruins lost like 6 games or something this year in baseball, which is insane. Avalanche, 16 losses. Now, that's regulation losses, so they had some OT losses, but just 16 losses in an 82-game NHL season is pretty stupid.
I think through the first half of the season, they were on an even better pace than that. So I'm not going to say they slowed down and started to suck towards the end of the year. Maybe they just became a little bit more normal, but they started off the season crazy hot. And yeah, I mean, they won the President's Cup. They were the best team in the league all season long, but are they that much better than any of the three teams remaining? Not sure. We'll find out starting tonight.
Looked up best NHL regular season in history, and it was not that long ago, Ken. 22-23 Bruins, most points and most wins with 65.
Okay.
Which is even more insane.
Is that the year the Canes beat the Bruins in 7 games? Or is that
22-23?
No, it couldn't have been because Game 7 was in Raleigh.
They won
the 22 season, I think.
65. And that's 65. Okay, yeah, 65 wins.
That was the year Bruins lost in the first round, I believe.
Wow, okay. The
President's Cup.
Red Wings 62 and 96, and the Lightning in 2019 62 victories. So not quite historic what Colorado did this year,
but they're good.
Canes, 53 wins in their own right, pretty darn good.
And I think that's the second most, or the tied for the first most in Carolina history.
And
they won 54 one year back in the day.
You're going to be at game 1?
I will not. I got an MC event over at the Hilton tomorrow night, so I'll be pulling double duty, yapping in front of a bunch of people while also checking the stats and everything on my phone. Try to multitask.
How do you handle those events, Ken? Are you 100% serious? Do you drop in a little bit of your humor?
No, the event tomorrow night, it's a benefit for the Methodist Home for Children. It's called First Chance for White Pants, kind of to play on Memorial Day weekend to, break out your white pants for the first time and do a little dancing. So it's a fun night. So I'll try to not be too serious. Hello, thanks for joining us tonight.
I assume you'll be wearing white pants?
I don't have any.
I don't either.
I'll wear some khakis.
Man, I was in middle school and I had these white Dockers or whatever you wear with your Tommy Hilfiger.
I did wear some seersucker pants to that event maybe
fancy
6-7 years ago. I'm not sure where those pants are or if they would even fit at this point.
I was one and done on white pants. I had a Gatorade or something at lunch, and I remember because This Is How We Do It was hot by Montel Jordan. Yeah. I remember sitting down and my friends at the table and going, "This is how we do it." And right when I sat down, it poured all over my pants.
Oh, there's no
I
doubt.
had to go to, I guess, the locker room and put on my basketball shorts the rest of the day. I had to go to the gym.
Yeah, for sure. If I have a light colored clothing on, the food will find me and find the most incredibly awful spot to stay.
We've got a poll. Good. Is that you, Carter? Is that your doing?
Yes.
Look at the MVC responding. How many wins do you think the ECU baseball team needs to make the NCAA tournament?
I would have changed mine. I'm going to say 4. They can only play 3 games, right?
They can only win. Yeah.
They can play. They can play 4.
So they would have to lose one.
They have to lose one.
When's the double elimination part of it start? I'm so confused how the format works.
The 1 through 4 seed is in the double elimination bracket. And then all the other seeds are in a single elimination bracket.
So if the Pirates lose their first game, they would have to play another on Friday.
Yeah.
So they would play
they'd
9
have to
o'clock.
win twice on Saturday and then once on Sunday.
Yes.
Or vice versa.
No.
Yeah. If they lose a game.
Yeah. That first game.
That's
crazy.
Ain't it 1 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday?
Yeah. Something like that.
All right. You know what? Let's do it real quick. So if East Carolina wins, they move on to Saturday at 10 a.m.
So ECU will play.
Hold on. Just let me do this, Carter.
Okay. My bad.
If they let's do it we'll do it 2 ways. Pirates win on Friday, but they lose their first game Saturday. They would have to play again later on that day. If they lose their first game Friday, they would play again on Friday, and then that game would be the second game on Saturday. So there's only one game Sunday.
Right.
Only one game on Sunday. So if you lose Friday,
they would have to win twice.
Okay.
They would have to win
Saturday to make it to Sunday.
So
yes.
The game on Sunday, the championship game is just one game. It does not matter what your record is.
Correct. Which I've never liked that.
Don't like it at all.
The Pirates kind of got screwed with it one year when they were trying to upset the top seed, and they had gotten there without a loss, and then they lost the game, and it was over. But yes, correct. So you can go in with a loss, and the other team could be undefeated, and you can still win the championship.
Yes. So it's 0, 1, 2, or 3. So I did do it right.
Of course you did. And I'm going to. Zach says Ken, get ready, Shirley, needs to greet the room with a good evening, cowards.
Good evening, cowards.
Why? Do I need to do that?
For fun.
I will not.
Okay.
I feel like it's a setup.
It probably would be. Jamie says, is there a chance the Pirates can get a 2 seed if they win the conference tournament? I don't know, and it doesn't really matter. I mean, what's the difference between a 2 and a 3 at that point? But I'm going to say no.
Probably not.
But what do I know? Kenny says, don't let the suits keep you out, play yourself in. Oh, okay. Yeah, win the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
The old Major League. Let's win it all. And Derek reiterates Sunday, winner take all for the American baseball tournament. Will FAU or Wichita State be able to maybe make a run? Well, Wichita State needs to rally back. They are down 2-1 in the 8th inning in Clearwater. It is Miami on top of Stanford 10-2 in the 8th inning. Florida with a 5-3 lead over Vanderbilt in the SEC tournament. Those scores on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk some legacies, Ken.
Yes. My legacy. Yes.
We'll talk about your legacy, where you rank all time amongst WNCT Channel 9 greats.
Bottom 10th.
Where does Aaron Rodgers fit into your all-time rank? Start to think about QBs you've watched during your lifetime that you've watched play.
I'd say he's top 100.
All right, we'll go through the list. And is it too soon to say Victor Wembanyama is the greatest basketball player of all time? Probably so. I want to talk about his legacy as well after what he did game 1 and what could be coming up the rest of the way. We are back with you. Ken Watlington here, hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Back after this. UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you just gotta have them, even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles away. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles' juicy golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, order ahead on our app and put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make a Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aiden-Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it?
Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting pirates.
You know Pip Printing for custom printing and marketing, but do you know they also do custom apparel? Need a company store for your employees, team, or just to sell your custom apparel online? Pip has the team in place to get that up and running for you in no time. Come into our store at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville and check out the clearance sale on jackets and coats. Brands by Cutter and Buck, Gildan, and Carhartt with some items as low as $10. At Pip, we do a lot more than you think. Call or come out to see the We Do people at Pip Printing.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Pirates supporting pirates.
This is Coach Gary Overton, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. You would do anything to keep your family safe, so don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. SCI Technologies has recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. They have the most cost-effective solutions for your home or business's security and life safety needs. Call SCI Technologies today at 321-7006. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live, hour number 1. Donnell Coley going to join us on today's program. Wade Minter will get you ready for Canes and Canadiens Game 1. Also, Luke Schwartz later on the program. Luke Schwartz, who
Schwartz with sports,
put Zach Kaplan into one of his sports packages. I found that interesting.
I the morning after it aired, it was on social media, and I'm getting ready for work, and I'm watching it. I'm like, what's happening? Why is there a picture of Zach on WCTI?
Would Brian North put Brian Bailey into one of his sports packages?
Only if he was hit by a truck.
And I was going to say only if he had a great insult to throw with it, perhaps. But yeah, we'll talk to Luke Schwartz coming up later on.
One quick thing I want to plug, if that's all right.
It's not time for plugs yet, but you know what? I'm going to allow it.
You mentioned Wade Minter. You're going to have him on today. One of the great voices for the Canes, obviously the voice at the Lenovo Center. But another unique voice for the Hurricanes is the guy who sings the national anthem. Lee Decker.
Every game.
Our guy, Jay Hardy, our weekend anchor, went out to Raleigh, interviewed him yesterday, talked about his whole situation, how he got that job, and what he looks forward to and his superstitions going into the games. And we will have that report with Adam Lee Decker tomorrow night on WNCT 9 News at 6, just ahead of Game 1 of the ECF.
Very cool. Yeah, he's there. Adam Lee Decker.
And he's got to do double duty now. He's got to sing "O Canada" first as well, before going into the national anthem and waving his helicopter.
As the song goes, I mean, it's not like "Bold as Love" by Jimi Hendrix or anything. Don't get me wrong, but "O Canada" I think it's a pretty good tune.
It's a good tune. I only know 2 words.
Oh, I know way more than that. If we're playing Name That Tune and how many words can you go, I can go at least 7.
I can do the melody. Oh, Canada.
By the way, do you consider consider yourself an adequate dancer?
Oh, man, yeah. I could cut a rug, bro.
I noticed you were doing a move as we came back into the show off camera. And
yeah, man.
I could tell you had a little bit of something there.
I got a little bit of rhythm.
Yeah.
A
little bit of rhythm.
Not too bad for an old man.
A little bit of rhythm. The Ken Watlington story.
Yeah.
Boy, the O's blew it.
Speaking of my legacy.
They were up 3-1 a moment ago. They lose 5-3 as that one has just gone final in Tampa. So the Rays continuing to play well in that AL
Trying
East.
to catch the Braves for the best overall record in baseball.
Braves have a 4-game series. I was worried if they dropped yesterday, Ken, this could be the second series loss, but
4-game set. Yep.
They find their offense late. They beat the Marlins 8-4, and they'll play again Chris Sale on the mound tonight.
Yep. And the Braves are quickly coming back down to earth in one simple fashion, and it's a very typical Braves way. The world's like, we're going to give you back Ronald Acuna Jr.
Yep.
He's healthy. He's ready to go. But Drake Baldwin's got an oblique strain. We're going to take him out for a while.
Nothing serious, hopefully.
No, but still
did not
probably
like
a
to see
couple
that
games.
news.
Yep.
Especially like after a loss to the Marlins, and you're like, oh no, it's all crumbling. I did not know
they lost Monday too. Oof.
Yeah, I did not know Ronnie was coming back, so that was a pleasant surprise yesterday when he was back in the lineup. All right,
even though he came back to a place where he had his first really major injury. Down
and
in
he gets
Miami
hit
in
like
2021
every time he goes down there.
Oh yeah, they
it
like
seems
plunking him. Yeah.
Clayton McCullough, he's classy though. He's
classy guy. Classy.
He's not going to do that sort of thing.
Or will he?
Aaron Rodgers is going to play one more year. He's going to do the Coach K retirement.
They could
tour.
bring out the rocking chair every game. You know,
I feel like they don't do that in the NFL. Like, in fact, it's more of a baseball thing than any other sport, right?
Yeah.
Like Chipper Jones will go around for the final time, and the Phillies will give him a little bell, or the Mets will give him an apple, or something like an honorary.
The Phillies will throw some batteries at him.
This is the D battery that got thrown at you in 2004. So Rodgers and Mike McCarthy going to try to run it back and win like they did in Green Bay. First of all, Ken,
yes,
Rodgers or Favre? Who's the better quarterback?
Oh man, it's tough. It's tough.
The numbers are similar. Both won one Super Bowl. Rodgers has them by one on MVPs, 4-3. So I was wondering.
Rodgers got a little bit of a later start because he kind of sat behind Favre for those couple of years before he got his chance to do it. They're both top 10 of all time, I'd say.
Okay, but you're going to have to tell me which one you'd rather have on your
I'd
team.
say at this point, I'm going Favre.
Really?
Just because he was electric. Not that Aaron Rodgers in his prime was not electric, but Favre, it was just something about him. Just fun to watch.
So Aaron Rodgers, 123 career interceptions.
Favre's got 700 now.
336
That's a lot.
Brett Favre.
That's true.
That's crazy. But had so many magical moments, and it definitely wasn't scared. There's a story that Eddie Johnson tells about Larry Bird, and he said he was talking trash to him the whole game, wearing him out.
Yeah.
And he said late in the game, Bird pulled up, and as he called it, from Steph Curry range, and shot an air ball. And Eddie Johnson looked at him like, yeah, air ball. No, okay, I skipped a part of the story. Before the shot, he said, I bet you can't do this, and then threw up an air ball. And Eddie Johnson looked at him, and Bird said, it don't matter. It's the fact that I can do it and stay in the game. I bet you can't. So Bird had that mentality that I'm going to shoot this, and if I miss it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because I'm Larry Bird, and I'm going to stay in the game, and I'm going to shoot next time.
Exactly.
You can't do this.
I might miss this one, but I'll make the next 12 in a row.
Brett
you cannot
Favre
do that.
did that as a quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't care if I throw this interception, because the next time we get it, I'm going to score a touchdown.
Yeah.
He had that mentality. Well, Ken, I asked this question to the folks earlier.
I got to pick my
you.
top 5 of my lifetime.
Yeah, I mean, is Rodgers in your top 5? If you got Favre ahead of him,
right.
probably not.
I'm going to do like Shirley. You put me on the spot, so let me think of some of my most memorable quarterbacks that I can remember.
He top 5, man. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm going to say Gus Farad.
Here we go.
Dan Orlovsky.
If you're going to put Gus Farad, you got to put like Tony Banks and all the Washington quarterbacks.
Ryan Leaf.
Jason Campbell.
Drake May. But seriously, Montana, that's a good start. He was kind of the guy that I can remember growing up. Of course, my favorite quarterback growing up was Joe Theismann, but he's not a top 10 grade. One of my favorites of all time. You got to go Montana, Marino. I can't remember seeing Terry Bradshaw play, but Shirley said his name, and you got to put respect on all the championships he won when he was a quarterback.
So you're putting him ahead of Rodgers?
No, but I do like the idea of it, but I can't really remember seeing him play.
Okay, go ahead and put Brady and Manning up there.
Brady, Manning.
Okay,
sure, yeah.
So now we're already at
that's 4.
4.
You could go Steve Young.
Yeah, I'm taking Rodgers over Young, even though Young was awesome.
Yeah.
How about the current guys? Like, like Josh Allen. I guess they haven't done enough yet. Allen. I mean, Patrick Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I mean,
MVP.
It's conversation. Yeah.
I got to pick one more, don't I?
Or say Aaron Rodgers is in your top 5.
Aaron Rodgers is in my top 6.
Big Ben or Rodgers?
Big Ben. I go Aaron Rodgers over Big Ben.
Yeah, same.
But Phillip Rivers, he never won a championship, but he played 700 years.
Aaron Rodgers.
In 7 different eras.
Hunter says Rodgers is better. I don't think it's close. Well, again, everybody has an opinion. But I don't know, man. I might take Rodgers over Favre with the mobility.
Yeah, for sure.
The double check was cool, I got to admit. They both held their teams hostage and went to the Jets. That's kind of crazy that
really
both
crazy.
of them did that.
Yeah.
Hunter also says, let's talk about the O's. That's fine.
Okay.
Zach Kaplan says, give me a 3 seed in Chapel Hill with Ken's Heels.
My heels, yeah.
And the Vols, 25 years after playing Tennessee in the Supers. Look at Zach acting like he knows the history, which he's right, but...
Yeah.
Hunter's got a top 5. Number 1, Brady. Number 2, Mahomes. Number 3, number 3, Montana. Number 4, Manning. Number 5, Rodgers. Fair list. I am wondering where to put Mahomes. Because, I'm scared to put him over Brady and Manning, even though he might be.
I don't think he's over Brady.
Oh, I'm sorry. Manning. Over Manning. Yeah, Brady's number 1.
Yeah.
But to put him over Peyton Manning, because I like Peyton Manning a lot more than Tom Brady, but obviously I can't put him.
Manning won 2 Super Bowls?
Broncos, Colts, 1 each. You seem to like the championship.
I mean,
when it comes to the discussion,
it's not
which
all
is
about,
valid.
It's not all about stats.
Yeah, that's true.
It's about winning the whole daggum thing.
Skip is Echo and Shirley, Terry Bradshaw. The thing about Terry Bradshaw, and I never saw him play, so I can't add him to my discussion, but the fact that, am I right saying he has more interceptions than touchdowns? Or is that Joe Namath? Let's see, Terry Bradshaw, 212 touchdowns, 210 interceptions. So a 1-to-1 ratio there. Let's look at Joe Namath. He might be the one with more picks, or I might be wrong on both. But those numbers, and I guess the Steel Curtain defense gets a lot of credit too, right? Oh my goodness, Joe Namath, 173 touchdowns to 220 interceptions.
What a bomb!
What a bomb! But when you guarantee an upset Super Bowl and hit it, you're a legend forever.
Legendary.
How about Wemby? Do you want to help overstate what he did the other night? Because it almost looked unfair to me.
It is unfair. I don't think there's any other way around it. I mean, he's an absolute unicorn, a physical specimen, and an incredible talent put together. Whew, it's fun to watch.
The fact that he can do all the things he can with that size, to hit that 3 late, to just be as coordinated as he is. I talk about this 7'2" guy East Carolina's bringing in, the Klitschko kid. Yeah. And how I saw a highlight video of him and was impressed with his coordination, because we've had 7-footers here that cannot
tie the shoe,
catch the ball, much less do anything to help offensively. But to see Wemby and what he does, tremendous. Game 2 coming up tonight.
He's off to an incredible start to his career, and there's only going to be one thing that holds him back from being top 2 all time, and that's, can he stay healthy?
And some of those tall guys, you kind of worry about that. Like Shaq, I don't know if we give him enough credit for his longevity in the league.
True.
Because he was not only a dominant big man, but played a long, long time.
And you worry, the thought was with Shaq, where he's so big and bulky that's going to cause an injury. And then you think Wemby, he's so skinny.
Razor thin.
Yeah, that's going to cause an injury. Maybe it won't happen in either case.
We've got an update in Clearwater. Wichita has scored in the top of the 9th. It is now 2-2. So only 2 games today. That's good news if the games run long. But once we get into the later days, if we hit extras and things like that, this is going to be a long tournament. East Carolina starting 9 a.m. on Friday, as they'll potentially get a lot of games in on that Friday.
Hopefully the weather is predicted to be better in Florida than it is here in North Carolina. They've already changed up the ACC tournament schedule for tomorrow, I believe, because of the expectation that the weather's not going to be great. I'm sure the CAA tournament down in Wilmington, and the weather's not going to be so great the next couple of days. So we'll see what happens.
ACC tournament going on in Charlotte. Miami was cruising earlier, a moment ago. Earlier today, it was Duke 6-4 losers. Virginia 6-4 over Duke. Virginia moves on to face Georgia Tech, who would be the story of college baseball if it wasn't for UCLA. But an amazing year for Georgia Tech, and North Carolina not too far behind. I think they only had like 10 losses all year.
Yes, their 10th loss was the last game of the regular season against State the other day, and then of course they got the one tie.
Miami's going to move on to play BC, who I was kind of shocked. I remember talking to David Glenn, and we asked about, hosts from the ACC, and he was like, Carolina and Florida State, Georgia Tech, Boston College have it locked. I was like, Boston College? They're playing baseball way up there?
Yeah, apparently.
But they are the 4 seed. They will take on Miami if Miami can close this game out. Also coming up later today, Notre Dame, Virginia Tech. They'll play, Carolina plays the winner of that.
Yep.
Pitt, Wake Forest late tonight, and they'll take on, the winner of that takes on Florida State.
And then that'll get you to the quarterfinals, where they'll play 2 tomorrow and 2 on Friday, and then the 2 semis on Saturday, championship Sunday. So a little different of a schedule for the ACC tournament.
And looking forward to Monday when they announce the fate of the teams for the NCAA tournament.
I love Memorial Day Monday and the selection show.
Yeah.
And, this year I don't really have much to stress out about, so it's going to be enjoyable to watch.
You either know one way or the other.
Oh, I know.
Depending on
I can tell you right now
whether Wilmington can make a run.
Yeah, we'll see.
How many wins do the Pirates need to make the NCAA tournament? 60% say 2 victories will do it. 20%, and Ken Watlington says just 1 win will be enough. And
was 0 an option?
Also, it was, actually.
Did anyone say, they're not good?
Not yet. And
no one's that optimistic.
20% also saying ECU needs to win to get in, which is still could be true as well, because the Pirates are on the bubble, and you're going to have bid stealers out there to knock teams off the bubble. So 3 legitimate number as well, I would say. All right, Ken, go Canes.
Go Canes.
And once again, where can we see the interview with the anthem singer?
Adam Lee Decker. We will have that on WNCT 9 News at 6 Thursday night, leading up to Game 1, of course, tomorrow night in the Eastern Conference Final.
Awesome stuff. Thank you, Ken.
Appreciate you.
We'll take a break, come back. Donnell Coley, Daily Reflector, joins us when we return Hour 2 Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. There's the moves. Back with you after this.
The new Papa John's oven toasted sandwiches are here. Try the Philly cheesesteak, chicken bacon ranch, and steak and mushroom starting at just $7.99. Chef-crafted oven toasted sandwiches filled with fresh toppings, melty sharp cheese, and savory sauces on ciabatta bread, brushed with special garlic sauce, and toasted. Available for pickup or delivery. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards and start earning points for your favorite menu items. Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
Hey, Eastern North Carolina, Mike from SCI Technologies. Got summer travel plans, beach trips, long weekends, time away from home? Before you leave, make sure everything back at home is ready to go.
Imagine this, you're relaxing, miles away, and your phone buzzes. Not a surprise, not a panic, just a quick check-in. With SCI, you can arm your system, view your cameras, and get real-time alerts right from your phone.
So instead of worrying, just tap, check, and get back to your vacation. Because security isn't when everything goes right, it's for the moment something doesn't. SCI Technologies, protecting what matters, no matter where you are.
Is your car making strange noises, or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, we take the stress out of car care, from quick oil changes to full service repairs. And diesel truck service too. Our certified technicians deliver high quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure. Just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Don't let a small issue turn into a costly repair. Stop by today or schedule your service now. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service, keeping Greenville moving moving.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Looking for a zero-turn mower? Buy what the pros buy, where the pros buy at Ron Ayers Motorsports, your local authorized Hustler dealer. Shop the full lineup of Hustler residential zero-turn mowers, known for their reliability, speed, and heavy-duty build quality. Hustler mowers all feature thick fabricated decks, one-piece steel frames, and Hustler's trademark smooth track steering. Come see us today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids.
On June 19th, country hitmaker Cole Swindell brings his chart-topping catalog to the stage. Don't miss a night of high-energy country music at Carolina Crossroads. For tickets, visit carolinacrossroadsamp.com. Oh, dude, that home run just busted your windshield.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
You're not worried about it?
Yeah, I've got Brandon Manning and Farm Bureau Insurance.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's hot dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine has been caring for Pirate Nation and the student athletes at East Carolina University for more than 35 years and are the official team physicians for ECU. Orthopedics East provides a variety of general and specialized operative and non-operative orthopedic services to meet the needs of the patients of Eastern North Carolina. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, 4 o'clock on the dot. We are back with you, Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live. On a Wednesday, that means Donnell Coley joins us in the First Flight Credit Union studios. Donnell, how you doing?
Feeling good. A little hot.
Man, it is hot.
A little hot.
And it is hot outside for the baseball fellas playing across the country in the conference tournaments and the American tournament underway. And with some drama, FAU, poor Owls, just got swept by the Pirates, but had a lead late in this one and blew it in the top of the ninth. It is 3-2, Wichita State over FAU, and 2 outs now in the bottom of the ninth inning. So FAU 1 out away from their season being over.
Yeah, what? I mean, they were rolling before this ECU series. I think I saw they won. They were 10-5 in their last 15 or something like that. They were one of the top teams that were rolling in the American. So. That's just how it goes at this time of year, though, man. It's one game, one and done here for this round, and then you just got to be playing your best.
So Memphis, Charlotte coming up next, and Donnell, I wish I'd asked you this earlier today, but now we're basically going to be down to 3 teams. If one of Wichita, Memphis, Charlotte was to make a run, who's the most likely to do it? Who could you see playing on Wednesday, perhaps making it to Friday, Saturday?
Charlotte.
Okay. And they are, I was interested in that. Sorry, I'm going to talk about gambling lines.
Yeah.
Charlotte, pretty sizable favorites over Memphis, I saw when I was looking at it earlier.
Now, that does surprise me, though, but that's who I have winning that game. And it's really, when you look at their last 10, they won 8 in their last 10 American matchups. So I think they can make a run at this thing. And, who knows, that next day they got to play UAB.
UAB.
Who's to say they can't beat UAB? UAB gives up a lot of runs. Who's to say that they can't beat them?
So Wichita State looking to move on with one more out to face Rice coming up on Thursday, and it'll be UAB versus the Memphis-Charlotte winner. East Carolina will take on one of Wichita State or Rice, it appears, if the Shockers win.
If the Shockers win.
How do you like the Pirates draw in this tournament? Again, I mean, Donnell, you've been on the last few weeks saying, hey, this thing is as up for grabs as it gets. So maybe your draw doesn't matter that much, but what do you think about the side of the Pirates bracket?
I feel like if they did get the top seed, they'd be a little bit better in this next matchup because of the way Rice looked against them.
Yeah, true.
When I was
not
watching that series, that was not that long ago. When I was watching that series, ECU's offense did not look great against Rice, and Rice can pitch. They can absolutely shove it. So we'll see. We'll see if they kind of fix their troubles there offensively against Rice.
We're not going to bury the Owls quite yet. They get a runner on with a walk. So
if they play Rice,
that's right. And FAU now batting in the bottom of the 9th, 1 on, 2 out, and they are down to their final out in their season. All right. So Donnell, where do you think the Pirates sit right now as far as an at-large? What do they need to do to get into the tournament? Let's take the championship out of the equation.
Right.
Do you think the Pirates can get in without winning the championship?
It looks like they can now. I'm looking around at all these, like, how did they jump up 10 spots in the RP? I'm like, well, what did we talk about last week? We know nothing.
Yeah.
So I don't think it matters, really. I think if they go lay an egg at this first game Friday,
right,
then they're right back in the last team in or whatever. But right now, they're safely in, apparently. They love some ECU nationally. They love ECU.
You think 1 win, 2 wins?
1 win easily. Easily.
One win and they're in?
They're easily in.
Wow. Okay.
I don't really subscribe to that. I've been watching them all.
But you're just looking at metrics, RPIs.
The rest of these, Baseball America, all of these sites that we look at, and we
Being one of the last 4 in, though, is dangerous. And we saw that with a couple of publications this weekend, or early this week that came out. So if you've got enough, and I ran over some of the teams, East Carolina was around yesterday, I'll do that again. But you're going to have, bid stealers.
Yeah.
And there are some teams around East Carolina that are in one big leagues that we need to go ahead and take care of business in their conference tournaments so that doesn't turn into a 2-bid league. And some of those, UC Santa Barbara in the Big West is a 34 RPI. Southeast Missouri State in the Ohio Valley. You're not going to have a lot of Ohio Valley schools that are that far up there. So if they lose out in their tournament, they could get an at-large. That would be another team off the bubble. The MAC with Miami of Ohio, I think, is an example of that. So we're going to have to keep an eye on some of these tournaments and pull for these top seeds to win their tournaments.
Absolutely. I mean, that's how it is this time of year. You're trying to win your game, but you're also peeking and like, all right, what this team do? What that team do? I mean, you don't have to be in this position. ECU did not have to be in this position. But you lose those 2 series back to back, and then, I mean, this sweep obviously did help them. I didn't know how it would when you're playing a team with a 100 whatever RPI, but apparently it did. It jumped them up 10 slots, so they're in good shape. You just can't. I think even if they lose to Rice, say it's Rice, and it's like a walk-off or a 1-run game, I still think they're in. I think it matters, like, how they lose.
And you get that win Friday morning, you think you're pretty good. You're in decent shape.
They are solidly in. Yeah, absolutely.
Friday morning or Friday afternoon, I guess you're saying. Because if you lose Friday, you'll play again Friday.
Then, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah.
Win on Friday. I'm going to say let's get to the championship, and I would feel pretty safe.
I mean, that's what I personally think they need to do
Yeah.
to get in. But I mean, that's just not the consensus apparently. So.
Once again, Wichita State trying to be the first team to win a American tournament game, but FAU still alive in the bottom of the ninth. The Vandy boys trailing Florida by 2. I'm watching this because it's Sports On at work. I'm not sure if I'd be watching this if I was at home, but once again, Donnell, if the Pirates are in a regional, I will be watching Squeeze play religiously.
Yes.
So, and just like the Canes, man, they hadn't played in 11 days or whatever, and I've been watching these other hockey games. We had at Sports Trivia at the Buck Monday, we had Canadian Sabre Zone, and I went home and watched overtime. Like, I was actually into it. And then flipped over to the NBA after that. So these are sports where I typically wouldn't be watching other teams play other than my favorite team. But now that it's postseason, I get excited about it. FAU is donezo. Wichita State wins it 3-2.
Sharpie.
So there we go.
Sharpie.
The Shockers move on to face Rice coming up on Thursday at 1 p.m. Coming up next, Memphis Charlotte, that winner taking on UAB. What impressed you about the Pirates sweep over the weekend, Donnell?
The offense. I mean, that's what we've been talking about all season is which offense are we going to see with this team? We know the pitching staff is hurt, and they're whatever it is, whatever word you want to use for it. They're banged up. I mean, you need the offense to come through now in these situations where it's almost your season's on the line right now. So you need to see the offense come through like they did over the weekend, and that's what I was most impressed with. They did it with the deep ball, they did it with extra base hits, they did it with small ball. So that's what you need right now.
ESPN, we're watching actually the SEC network, but we've got the national seeds projected, and they're showing it right now. I'll run over those real quick, Donnell, and get your thoughts on it, and we'll kind of crunch the conferences and teams. But you've got, of course, UCLA as number 1, who had a historic season this year. Georgia Tech, if it weren't for UCLA, would be the talk of the college baseball world. They had single-digit losses, I believe. North Carolina only had 10 losses in the regular season. But they are the 4 because Georgia is the projected number 3. So it's UCLA, Georgia Tech, Georgia, North Carolina, 5 through 8. Texas, Bama, Auburn, Texas A&M. Hello, SEC. So that would be 7 of the top 10 from the SEC. 5 of the top 8 from the SEC. I was going 10 rather than 8. We go to 9. Shout out Southern Miss with the 9 projected seed. And then we go back to the SEC with Florida at 10. Florida State, 11. This is weird to me, seeing West Virginia and Nebraska. Like, hey, good football matchup in 1994, but to see that,
Kansas is right there.
There's another one that pops out to Kansas at 15, but it goes from 11 to 16. Florida State, West Virginia, Nebraska, Mississippi State, Kansas, and Oregon. So, once again, heavy SEC flavor there. With the ACC, you got a few as well with Georgia Tech, with North Carolina, with Florida State. And David Glenn, I remember him mentioning Boston College a few weeks ago. They're the 4 seed in the ACC. I don't know how close they would be to hosting, but that would just look odd as well. BC, not known as a baseball power.
I mean, where do we start with this, man? Like, we got all these teams here that we are just not used to seeing this high, as far as these national seedings are concerned. So,
yeah, I want to know what Nebraska and Kansas did. Did they do something NIL wise? Did they hire a good coach? Like, why are they baseball powers right now?
That is a great study. That would be a great study right there. Great story to check out. But honestly, I just want to see how this plays out when we get these regionals. Like, does that mean that's a weak regional? Like, does that mean upset alert?
Oh, when you're talking about those teams,
when they host, who knows what that regional will look like? Like, are we just counting them out to not win their own regional? Or I'm interested to see that.
So snubs RPI wise, if you want to put it that way, here's some teams in the RPI that are ahead of maybe a Kansas, West Virginia. You've got Ole Miss, Did I say Oregon State? No. Corvallis Regional. Wake Forest in the ACC. And Cincinnati. Shout out to the Bearcats and what they've done since the move to the Big 12. Let's see. Virginia. Where is BC? Okay, they're 33 RPI-wise at 36-20. So I guess not going to have a chance to host. But still got some outside shots there with those teams I mentioned. If you're curious, Coastal Carolina at 24 in the RPI. Mercer 43-13 in the SoCon this year. And you got to put them in even if they lose in their conference tournament, right? Who do we talk about that with basketball? Oh, Miami of Ohio?
Yes, yeah, right, yeah.
Remember that discussion?
Now, I was for sure, I was like, yeah, Miami, they were undefeated like all year. You had to, for sure.
And they put them in Dayton. So they made them play a play-in.
Oh, boy.
So they'll make Mercer like a 4 seed somewhere or something.
Right.
So that's a look at what's going on today in baseball. Once again, a final in Clearwater, 3-2, Wichita State over FAU. And Donnell, this is a new format for the American tournament and one that favors the best teams in the regular season. East Carolina would have to throw a lot of arms in years past, and if they can win, it'll be a traditional 3-game series, basically, this weekend.
Exactly. That is right. That's right what the doctor ordered right there for this team with the bullpen situation and with the starting situation that they have right now. This is just what the doctor ordered.
All right. What else you following in the world of sports, Donnell? You watching NBA playoffs?
Watching NBA, well, it's heating up now, finally. So I hope everybody's tuning in now. I know you probably weren't tuning in the last couple rounds there, but this is the one now. We got the finals. We got the Eastern Conference Finals. Both of them went to overtime, both games, Eastern Conference, Western Conference.
Yeah, I don't know if it's rigged or what, but shout out to the NBA writers.
They got the script going now. They got the script going now, so tune in.
Double OT, and then last night you had the 20-some point rally go into overtime. Knicks win at home.
The Garden's going crazy.
Garden's going nuts. Ben Stiller and all the entertainers and whatever. So, yeah, they are providing some drama for sure. And where do you stand on the Wembanyama potential to be the greatest all time? I mean, I don't think it's too early to have that discussion.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, usually it would be like, just stop. Let's stop doing that. But this guy, we keep seeing stuff we've never seen before.
Yeah.
Like,
it's very Ohtani.
He even alley-oops differently than others. Like, what? Like, he just sticks his arm up and then he's like throwing it in with his elbow. So I'm like, all right, this guy. And then he's getting 20 rebounds, and we didn't even notice he had 20 rebounds. Like when you're watching the game, because he's doing all this other amazing stuff. So I don't know. He can do everything, literally everything you want a player to do on the basketball floor. He can do it, and he's way taller than everybody. So that's not out of the realm.
The 3 he hit was incredible to have not only the ability to do that, but the clutchness of it and everything. And he's cool, calm, collective. What I love. I mean, Shaq, one of the most dominant big man, the most dominant big man in my lifetime watching basketball. But he had a kryptonite. You could foul him. Wemby, 12 of 13 from the free throw line. And for a guy his size to do that is just another weapon in the arsenal.
Like, literally, you don't know what to do. Like, he can shoot it at all 3 levels, 3, mid-range, obviously at the basket. And he can dribble. He can pass. He can play defense. He's defensive player of the year. Like, I just don't know. I don't know what you do to defend him. I don't know what you do on offense to try to get away from him either.
Yeah, incredible stuff. Game 2 coming up tonight. Despite what happened game 1, OKC still pretty sizable favorites, like 6.5, 7.5 tonight, taking on the Spurs. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll see where Aaron Rodgers ranks among Donnell's best QBs. He's going to play one more year. And when he hangs it up, where is he on your all-time QBs watched ranking? So we're not going to throw in Bart Starr and guys we never watched. We're gonna do guys you have watched play. And where does Rodgers sit? Aaron Rodgers says he's going to play one more NFL season as the starter for the Steelers. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday after these words.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
This is Dr. Anthony Skellick from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes of ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com and go Pirates!
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
This May, it's the big spring sales event at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive into spring with huge savings across the lot. Take 10% off MSRP on the 2026 Chrysler Pacifica, perfect for the whole family. Or score 1.9% for 72 months on the 2026 Jeep Compass. And truck buyers, don't miss out. Get 4.9% for 84 months, plus no payments for 90 days on Ram 1500. These deals won't last. Spring savings are heating up now. Come see us today at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little, save a lot.
The new Papa John's oven toasted sandwiches are here. Try the Philly cheesesteak, chicken bacon ranch, and steak and mushroom starting at just $7.99. Chef-crafted oven toasted sandwiches filled with fresh toppings, melty sharp cheese, and savory sauces on ciabatta bread, brushed with special garlic sauce, and toasted. Available for pickup or delivery. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards and start earning points for your favorite menu items. Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Phones, Wi-Fi, or email always acting up? Are you afraid of phishing scams, data breaches, or ransomware attacks? Every minute your systems are down, you're losing money. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Hi, this is Brian Meador from East Carolina Athletics. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, back with you. Pirate Radio Live. Donnell just asked what happened to Vandy. I'll tell you what happened. Kansas got good at baseball. Nebraska got good.
Nebraska's what happened to Vandy.
I guess West Virginia's been good. They Randy Mazey was there, right? So they've been okay. But some of these teams,
J.J. Weatherholt,
kind of surprising to see. Cincinnati, I mean, I don't remember them being great when they were in Conference USA or the American with us, but they have stepped it up in baseball in the Big 12. Right now, Florida with a football score 7-3 lead over Vanderbilt. And speaking of football, saw today that Aaron Rodgers said this would be it. Has he said that before? I don't think he has. I think it was just kind of after each season. Kind of go into the will he won't he.
He never does that. He's a mysterious, like, let's let everybody, freak out, and then he just all of a sudden does something. So yeah, he's definitely not that type.
I put off a long time watching the Aaron Rodgers documentary. I just wasn't really in the mood to see Aaron Rodgers not play football. Like, if he's playing quarterback, cool, I'll watch it. But I ended up watching it, and yeah, he's I don't know. I guess interesting is a word.
He's a different dude, man.
He was doing some retreat stuff with some herbal herbs and
herbal herbs,
and some smoke involved somewhere, and all kinds of. I think they were licking a toad, maybe, or I don't know.
Different dude.
There was stuff going on. As far as quarterback goes, Donnell, where does Aaron Rodgers rank? Is he in your top 5 all-time quarterbacks watched?
No, there was a time he was, though.
Okay, so that means
I think he slipped out.
You got Mahomes ahead of him?
I would put Mahomes ahead of him. Yeah.
It's got to be somebody somewhat recent.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. If anybody recent is definitely Mahomes.
Okay.
Definitely Mahomes. Anybody recent.
I'm going to say you got Brady and Peyton Manning ahead of him.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 3. Mm-hmm. Who are 2 more you've got ahead of him? You're my age.
Montana?
Or no, you're not. You're younger than me. But did you watch Joe Montana?
I did not no. He was probably when I was like a toddler, like around.
Did you watch Steve Young?
Probably in his last little San Francisco era.
Do you remember Steve Young?
Not San Francisco, Kansas City era. Steve Young, yes.
Would you put him ahead of Rodgers?
Late stages of Steve Young. Late stages. I would not.
Okay.
But Montana, yes.
Okay. But again, should we count that? I want to go, guys. You have watched play football.
Oh, play football
with your own eyes.
Okay.
Yes.
If we're doing that, I didn't know we were doing that. I thought we were just doing all time, highlights I've seen.
No.
Okay.
Because that's so hard.
So he would.
And I hate those comparisons too, because it's like Wilt Chamberlain or LeBron James. Well, I don't know. I mean, I never watched Wilt Chamberlain play. All right. So right now you got Mahomes, you got Brady, you've got Peyton Manning.
Yeah, A-Rod is if it's with my own eyes growing up, for sure.
You got him
A-Rod
ahead of Favre?
I do have him ahead of Favre.
Okay.
I do have him ahead of Favre. I do.
All right. Was he number 4? Are you going to throw anybody
Favre
else?
Was barely. He lasted so long. I guess it was kind of and I got to see him in his last little few years.
Yeah.
But he was way over the hill by then.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So Rodgers will probably be 4 on your list because you're going to put Big Ben, or are we?
Ooh. You know me, I was the Eagles fan. I'm not going to put Big Ben up there. I'd put McNabb up there before I put Big Ben up there.
McNabb's not better than Aaron Rodgers.
I would put him up there. I would.
Wait, better than Aaron Rodgers?
Because of the talent level, you got to factor in the talent level. McNabb didn't have the talent, but when he had T.O. is when he finally, took
Look, I like Donovan McNabb, but I'm not putting him. No, I don't not putting him close to Aaron Rodgers.
No. Big Ben.
Well, why are we? Okay, hold on. All right, so where are we right now?
Did we talk about Big Ben? I thought we were talking about Big Ben. That's on me. I thought we were talking about. I was like, no.
So is Big Ben ahead of Aaron Rodgers?
No way.
All right. Is Donovan McNabb ahead of Aaron Rodgers?
No.
Okay.
I thought we were talking about Big Ben. I thought Big Ben was thrown in there. I'm sorry. That's where I had to jump in. I was like, wait a minute. I mean, that's a good one, though, I think. But no.
There must have been
Aaron
some confusion.
Aaron Rodgers, we're good. Aaron Rodgers, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Number 4 all time on
He's-
Donnell's watch list.
Yeah. I think he is. Yep. He slips, because we had to, if we're talking about guys that I've seen personally. Yeah.
And again, championships and longevity and things like that are important. I think we've got, like, I want to say Josh Allen could be there one day, but I don't know. His championship window could be perhaps closing.
Him and Lamar
Lamar's
are like right there for me. You know, had they already won one, for sure, they'd be right there. Yeah. But I mean, even if they need to get to a Super Bowl, man. Like, those guys get to a Super Bowl, and then you're right there for me.
And I feel like we live in like the steroid era of quarterbacks because of the passing yards and now everybody throws for 1 million yards and 25 touchdowns or whatever. Like, you look up all-time passing lists, and yes, they're great names, but like, you know what? I haven't even said the name Drew Brees today.
Oh man,
it's Drew Brees.
That was one I was like thinking about. I was like, I was wondering if you were gonna bring it up, and I guess if we're talking about the 5th slot, because I thought we were going with the 5th slot. That's why I kept bringing it. I was like, if you're gonna throw in, I thought you said Big Ben, but
I did, and you said McNabb. You said Philly.
That's why I threw him in. I was like, well, if you're gonna talk about Big Ben, you better talk about McNabb. So
Okay,
that's why I did that. That's why I did that.
So is Brees 5th?
But Drew Brees, I would put Drew Brees right there.
Okay.
And Phillip Rivers is another one that I would throw, into that discussion. Into that discussion. He didn't have the playoff success. He didn't have the playoff. We know.
Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan, Eli Manning, Joe Flacco, they're all top 14 all-time passing yards, and they all fit into my category of not great all-timer. Like, I don't even put Phillip Rivers in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, no. I mean,
win something.
I know but dude, and then he just came back and did what he did last year. Like, he's just, you know what they need? They need like a BMF title like they do in
Watch your language.
In UFC. I'll let you guys decide what that means, but yeah, that's what they need for him. Like, he would win that, like, hands down.
Phillip Rivers won 5 playoff games. Get out of here. Hall of very good, definitely.
Oh man,
I haven't mentioned the name Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
He's not top 5, not yet.
I would throw Drew Brees.
Okay.
In that slot, I would throw now. Stafford has a chance to get another one.
But again, my example of steroid era, Kirk Cousins, the 19th all-time in passing yards in NFL history. That's stupid. He's not a Hall of Famer.
Nah.
Carson Palmer, 17th. Russ, 16th all-time in passing yards.
Now, where are we at with Russ?
Well, he won a Super Bowl.
He did. He was right there on the doorstep of another one. But then after that, it was just downhill.
Yeah, he's the one where, like, it's tough to tank your legacy, but if you stay around too long, he could be an example of that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Andy Dalton, 26th most time. Jared Goff is already 27th all time in passing yards. Like, these numbers are stupid.
Yeah. There's some guys that are just going to be, because of the offense that they play in, there's some guys that are just going to be up there and be like, man, this dude threw for whatever yards.
So stats are not everything. We know. Dak is 32 on the list.
It's a statistic you can look at.
Thank you, Brian. Mahomes 33rd all time right now.
Which is shocking. Like, when you talk about the other ones,
I know,
that are ahead of him.
Yeah,
you're like, wait, what?
Yeah,
how does that happen?
It would be higher.
But yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's where I would put. Yep, Drew Brees for sure. Drew Brees held it down.
So your top 5, I think, is difficult to argue with because, it would be mine. Brady, Manning. What order do you have Mahomes and Rodgers? Who's 3rd? Who's 4th?
3rd, just like that. Mahomes, then Rodgers.
Rodgers 4, and then Brees.
Yep.
Number 5.
Yep.
All right. Yep. There we go.
Man, I might even switch those last 2. I mean, just because of what Rodgers is doing with his career now. It's like, if you're at a certain age, you don't remember A-Rod discount double checking and like being all these State Farm. Like, you don't remember that guy. You just know him as the old dude on the Steelers and on the Jets, and
Yeah.
just hurting.
Being sad.
just being sad, and just not
Not
good.
making the playoffs.
Not gonna be good.
Yeah.
So
On crutches.
So we'll see what he does this year.
Yeah, one final run for the Steelers, and Mike Tomlin is not there anymore, so they're not going to go at least 500. We know, like, that was a staple.
What if they don't make it?
The
year he does not.
I'm kind of pulling for it.
Coach it like it's see.
Let's see.
See, at least we made it when I was the coach.
Over under wins. Let's see what they got them at. 8.5. So I'm going to go under and say they don't, because now there's 17 games, which I hate. You can't go 8-8 anymore. I'm going to go under 8-9.
Okay.
Odds slightly favor the under due to the Steelers entering a new coaching era under Mike McCarthy. Can't believe they would fire Mike Tomlin for Mike McCarthy.
A lot of question marks. A lot of question marks for the Steelers this year. A lot of question marks.
NFL schedule release was last week, Donnell, and there are 5 teams that don't have a primetime game this year.
Oh, yeah.
So sorry to the Dolphins, Raiders, Titans, Jets, and Cardinals fans.
I mean, if you're one of obviously we know somebody that's one of their fans, but yeah.
So let's say you're Jared Walker.
I wasn't gonna say names. Oh, he naming names out here now.
Let's say you're Shirley Rhodes.
Yeah, that's right.
And the Dolphins say, hey, you get your 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock games like God meant football to be.
I just don't think I just don't think they were expecting to have primetime games. Like those fans are not expecting to see that.
I was expecting one for the Raiders because they had the top pick, and you know what?
True.
Maybe one with Cam Ward, but Jets. Honestly, Jets being in New York, I thought would give them one. Just the location alone.
They usually do, actually.
Yeah.
They usually do have one. But
Dolphins, Cardinals, I kind of understand.
Right.
But no primetime games for those teams.
And we still move on, right? Yeah.
And we're starting the regular season on a Wednesday, and there's a Wednesday before Thanksgiving game. And those are the ones that got me upset.
Yeah. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're going to have...
I just hate those Sundays when there's usually a good number of 1 o'clock games. I don't complain then, but when there's only 2 or 3 4 o'clock games, that's when I get upset.
It's
come on, man.
I got the package for a reason. What am I? I got the ticket for.
I got Red Zone. Bounce me around, and I'm stuck on this game.
I want what I paid for, man. As many games as I paid for.
Hunter said quarterbacks of this generation are playing more regular season games. Stats are even more inflated. That's true as well. You're passing more. You're playing more games.
Good point.
Jamie says the Raiders will get flexed in. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to have enough wins or interest to get flexed in. If so, it's because Captain Kirk is taking them to victories. Old Kirk Cousins.
You like that?
Going to continue to rise up the all-time passing yards list. Disgustingly. Also,
no more swag surfing for him, though.
Most money made NFL career. Kirk Cousins is up there on that list, too. I think Stafford's one.
That dude is a thief, man.
Stafford, Rodgers, Tom Brady. Kirk Cousins, number 4.
A thief.
For player earnings.
Jeez.
Well, if somebody's willing to pay you, you're not. I mean, it's blame the teams.
I guess that's their fault. You're right. Yeah, you're right. We can't blame.
Hell, I wanted Washington to pay him just because I was so scared at the alternative. All right, fine, we won't sign Kirk Cousins. So what are we going to do?
Yeah.
And what was it after that? Case Keenum? I guess we got Alex Smith after that.
Alex Smith was okay. The
very definition of okay.
He had a Pro Bowl season, but it wasn't with you guys, right?
No.
Yeah, I think it was with Kansas City.
So post Kirk Cousins, our quarterbacks were Alex Smith. I'm not going to count Josh Johnson, Colt McCoy, Mark Sanchez. Then we started a season with Case Keenum. That tells you that we're never going to win. Dwayne Haskins, RIP.
Yeah.
That draft pick didn't work out. And then Alex Smith came back and was the comeback player of the year.
Oh, okay. That's what it was.
Then we ventured into the Ryan Fitzpatrick, Taylor Heineke era of Washington football.
ODU.
That didn't work out. Sam Howell in 2023, first Washington quarterback not to miss any starts in a season since Kirk Cousins in 2017. So that was that's why I wanted to pay Kirk Cousins, because you go into that quarterback hell where unless you just tank like we did for Jaden Daniels, you are going through different guys every year. And
I don't even know if you're praying for something to stick there. It's almost like, all right, let's just keep the franchise afloat for 3 years
until we get like a number 1 pick.
Until we get a top 5 pick.
Yeah. Yep.
So I was willing to pay old Kirk. I was going to let him steal money from my franchise, but they let him walk, and he's just been breaking the bank ever since. I think he was franchised like twice in Washington, so he just got a boatload of money for 1 year in those years.
Man, it's amazing. He wasn't even supposed to be that guy, and then he turned into that. Like, RG3, man.
I mean, we made drafting 2 quarterbacks in the same draft 3 rounds apart or whatever is crazy.
It was.
So,
but it worked out.
For who?
Temporarily.
For Kirk Cousins. For 1 year with RG3, Rookie of the Year. I was on top of the world. I was so excited. 2012 was so much fun to have the most dynamic quarterback in the league. And, all went to crap. We'll talk about that more with Luke Schwartz, who's a Seahawks fan, who remembers RG3, unfortunately crumbling at the end of his rookie season. All right, Donnell, we got Canes returning on Thursday. We got Knights, Golden Knights, and Avalanche tonight. Anything else you're following in sports right now?
Wemby Part 2 is tonight.
Tonight, 8:30. 8:30.
Yeah, that's what I'll be watching.
I do like Mike Tirico on the call. I think he's one of my favorites in the biz. Love him in the NFL. Love him on everything he does. So
true professional.
I enjoyed that part of it being on NBC and Peacock. And I'll be checking out Game 2 tonight along with hockey and my Braves continuing to roll. What are the Yankees doing right now?
I just got 2 off of Toronto.
Okay.
So, in good shape. Yes, Savage is tonight. It's a trade day. So
that's right.
We will see what happens tonight.
I'm going, I'm going to go no run first inning as I do with every Trey game because the Yankees have a good pitcher pitching too, right?
Schlittler.
6-1, 1.35 ERA. You Savage 1-1, 1.40 ERA. So great pitching duel tonight.
That is a good one. If you if you got some multi screens going, that would be a good one to throw on too.
That'll be on Prime coming up at 7:05. All right, Donnell. We talked about what the Pirates you thought needed to do to make the tournament. What do you think they'll do? How do you think it plays out in Clearwater for ECU?
I do think they will match up with UTSA, but UTSA will finally get it done in Clearwater and
kind of avenge,
get rid of their previous transgressions, and they'll finally get it done. But I think it'll be those two in the end, and then we'll see some upsets along the way.
Yeah,
I think we will see some upsets though.
That'll make for a good championship game. I'll say that. And got Memphis and Charlotte should be about to get underway. If not already. And that one will follow throughout the remainder of today's show. Donnell, appreciate you joining us. We'll check out your work on the page of the Daily Reflector online, reflector.com.
Yes, sir. Always.
Appreciate you, bud.
Yep.
Donnell Coley joining us, Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live. Still to come, we got Wade Minter, we got Luke Schwartz, and we got more for you after this timeout.
Jeff Stein here, back at you from Brown & Wood Buick GMC. And guess what, Pirate Nation? It's truck month only at Brown & Wood Buick GMC. We got 1500s, 2.9 for 72 months, 2500 HDs, 4.9%, 2026 Elevation. This is the deal of the month. The 1500 Crew Cab with the TurboMax engine, $11,549 in savings. And check this out, Pirate fans. That's 20% off MSRP.
Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
May is celebration month at Basil's in Greenville, and we're celebrating all ECU graduates. Stop in today and check out Basil's new specialty menu, packed with bold, flavorful dishes like shrimp tacos, taco salad, chipotle chicken pasta, and taco pizza. Plus, don't miss our weekly specials, $4.50 margaritas every Tuesday and $3 North Carolina craft beers on Wednesday. And of course, all your Basil's favorites are always available for lunch and dinner. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Pirates supporting Pirates.
Take your family, friends, and kids down to Play It Again Sports this spring sports season. We have all the hottest new equipment for the upcoming softball and baseball season, along with a huge selection of quality used sporting and fitness equipment. Whether you're a golfer, a bike rider, a soccer player, or a fitness enthusiast, we will have exactly what you need. Don't forget to do your spring cleaning and load up all the equipment that you no longer need or doesn't fit. Bring it down to the store and get paid on the spot. Play It Again Sports across from the Nissan dealership on Greenville Boulevard.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208-516.
This is Isaiah Winstead. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. They are open every day, and they currently have 2 locations open in Bethel on Highway 11, and the other is in Stokes on Highway 903, and coming very soon. They are almost done with this particular location right across from Aiden Grifton High School on Highway 11. Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Alrighty, back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a busy college baseball conference tournament day. Pull up all the scores here so we can give you an update on what's going on in college baseball across the country. Right now, we've got Vanderbilt trailing Florida 8-3 in the 9th inning. They're down to their final 3 outs as they play in, is it Montgomery, I believe? Hoover is where that tournament is being played. You've got the ACC tournament. Miami beat Stanford earlier, and we'll see who is coming up next on that one. We got that one on the TVs. Virginia beat Duke earlier today. Oh, man, we had some slugfest. The Citadel beat VMI 21-11 in their conference tournament. It was Texas State 6-5 over Appalachian State. Sam Houston wins a slugfest 14-13 over Louisiana Tech. Mississippi State winners earlier today over Missouri in the SEC tournament. Rhode Island put up a 19 spot against George Mason. Hofstra scored 13 in a 13-0 win over College of Charleston. A lot of runs going across the plate today. In the MAC tournament, Toledo beat Ball State 8-2. Holy Cross scored 14 in a win over Bucknell. Bryant, East Carolina faced Bryant in a regional years ago. Bryant loses 2-0 to UMass Lowell earlier today. Some games coming up. Let's see. Coastal Carolina supposed to be playing today. See if I can find that score as they play in their conference tournament. And interested to see where they end up in a regional and what seed they get. Looks like they are losing to Louisiana 10-7 is that score. So Coastal down in the 7th inning right now, in danger of losing in their conference tournament. Games going on all across the country. I mentioned Florida Vanderbilt. Coming up later on, Tennessee, Arkansas, 2 ranked teams going at it in the SEC tournament. Also LSU and Auburn later tonight. Number 8, Southern Miss, taking on Georgia State. A full day of conference tournament baseball earlier today. Great rally by Wichita State as they were able to come back and win in the American tournament and survive another day as they beat FAU 3-2. UNC Greensboro beating East Tennessee State 6-5. Ken Watlington celebrating UNCW early 2-0 lead over Monmouth. They are in the 2nd inning. And right now, Wilmington on top already 2-0. Davidson over VCU in the A-10, 4-2 in the 4th inning. Let's see, any other scores of note? That's about it. Coming up later on, you got Notre Dame, Georgia Tech, should be getting underway soon. Wofford and the Citadel. Big Ten tournament, Iowa, Michigan State. So, yeah, ton of games. Games going on late night tonight as well. So, we are awaiting East Carolina as they will play Friday at 9 a.m. As we talked about with Donnell a moment ago, big one for Trey. I mean, we have seen Trey Savage in some great postseason moments, but how about starting at Yankee Stadium? He can knock that one off the list as the Blue Jays and Yankees will play on Amazon Prime. Blue Jays, early, obviously, but need to start winning some games. There's 6 games under 500. The Yankees 30-19 on the year, but that'll be cool to see Trey in that big stage facing a big-time pitcher for the New York Yankees. Got that coming up later tonight. O's baseball. No O's baseball tonight as they lost earlier today. 5-3, that score. Do we have any update? Shirley, have you followed the story at all? It's not in our area, but it is North Carolina high school sports, and it kind of went national because I saw RG3 tweeting about it. But the track team from Mallard Creek, you know, the story where the guy, the runner, apparently celebrated early, and they called him, said it was taunting and took away the win. Have you seen any?
Was that track and field, though?
Yeah.
Oh, for some reason, I thought it was a baseball game. I don't know why I thought it was.
It was like
maybe
a relay race.
Oh, okay, because maybe it was because I was thinking it was like a playoff game, and that's why everybody was making such a big deal over it. But, okay, that makes sense. I know of the story, yes.
So, I'm seeing if there's an update. They have filed an appeal, it appears. Brian Bailey called for a little common sense in this story. So he's saying, hey, look, call it what you want, but give them the win because the runner did not turn around, point in anybody's face. He basically raised his arm and kind of put out 5 fingers and slowed down a little bit before crossing the finish line. And they said, no, you do not get the win here. So this has become a national story. If you Google Mallard Creek, it's the first thing that pops up. So
yeah, I agree with Brian that you have to exercise a little bit of common sense here because, I mean, these kids, well, for one, they're high school kids, so they're not going to, not all of them are going to be able to control their emotions. And if they, you don't know what this kid was going through. What if this kid was like, hadn't won a race all year? And he's the granted, I don't know how the scoring for track and field works, but what if he is
it's just a race. If you win the race, you win.
Yeah, but what if you do points and the outcome of the race is dependent upon you and the points that your team needs. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if it was a lot riding on the kid?
Well,
and
it is,
and he's winning the race, and he's like, yeehaw, and
well, that's it. Yeah, and again,
I mean, unless it was like utterly egregious, like he stopped, turned around, and moonwalked over the finish line,
or mooned the guy behind him.
Now that I would consider to be taunting. That's overly egregious. Throwing your hand up, that's a little much. Yeah, you're overreacting at that point.
Man, I'll tell you what, you deserve not to win if you did this, but if you were to moon the guys behind you during a race, that would be pretty epic. I'm not saying do it. Like, every action has consequences. So if you are going to do it, you got to be ready to accept the backlash and the consequences.
You are correct.
But personally, I would consider you a legend.
I mean, I've seen it happen on a field day once before in a race, but I'm, of course, many moons ago.
Well, surely,
pardon the pun.
It's fun. Okay, so here, how about this? Head coach Samuel Willoughby said, after the 4x400 relay, we were so excited because we knew going in we could win the state championship if we got the points we needed in the relay.
That's what I'm saying. There was a lot riding on this. Why wouldn't this kid... the last thing on his mind was, can't celebrate, might get called for taunting, and we lose the race.
Yeah.
He's thinking, oh my God, we just won the state championship, and I'm the one that won it for him.
There's a difference between taunting and celebrating, and that was not a taunt to anyone. There's also like a controversy of if there was a warning given or not, and I guess the coach is saying there was no warning.
Yeah, because according to the governing body of this particular state or the event or whatever, they claimed that the team received a warning, but the team is claiming they never got it.
So, I mean, I get it. Rules are in place, and you have to abide by the rules. The question is, was this breaking a rule? I don't know. With all this attention, I'm going to say that they reverse it and give them the win.
Well, because I just don't,
Jamie says if he had said yeehaw, I agree with disqualifying him.
Shut up, Jamie.
Oh, is that something you said?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
I don't think yeehaw.
Do I need to call your wife, Jamie?
Oh, I don't think yeehaw would... I think I'd be okay with that.
I mean, I was trying to be a little bit clean with it. I was trying to keep it a little PG. You know what I'm saying?
But that's something to follow. Again, when I saw RG3 tweeting about Q Tucker, I was like, what the hell's going on? Why is he talking about the commissioner of North Carolina High School Athletic Association or whatever?
Who is stepping down, I believe, or retiring. It's
really?
At the end of, I guess, the academic year. So I would imagine that this would be like one of the last events that she kind of covers.
Shirley, did you ever figure out the movie you were trying to talk about? How should I horse racing movie with zebra? Okay, 2005 movie Racing Stripes.
That's it, Racing Stripes.
I've never heard of this movie.
There's a scene. I'll have to pull up the scene that I'm referring to.
Let me look at this.
Who's the voice of the zebra?
Hayden Panettiere is in it. Bruce Greenwood is in it. Emmett Walsh. Yeah, I don't recognize any of these names. Wait a minute. The voice of Stripes. So you said a couple of names. You definitely did not say Frankie Muniz, the kid from Malcolm in the Middle.
Was he the voice of the zebra?
He's the voice of Stripes. Dustin Hoffman was the voice of a Shetland pony named Tucker. Whoopi Goldberg. I've never heard of this movie, Shirley. It's Franny, a goat. Mandy Moore is an Arabian filly. Steve Harvey and David Spade, who you said
Yes.
are Buzz and Scuzz. They are Horsefly brothers.
Okay, I'm going to have to find this scene. Also,
Jeff Foxworthy is Reggie. Snoop Dogg is in this movie as the voice. What in the hell? I've never heard of this movie. That's crazy.
Okay, and I also have to bring this up, and we really do need to take a break. But because we brought it up, you mentioned Hayden. There is an East Carolina connection there.
Okay.
Who is her? I don't know if they're still married or not, but was married to
Shane Carden.
Klitschko.
Oh, wow.
That is Hayden Pantier is the Klitschko kid's aunt.
All right, take a break. I got a lot to digest.
You got a lot to process, and we got to go to break.
All right, back with you after this.
Hey Pirate friends, it's Rhonda from Russell's and we're back open with a whole new look. We have a ton of surprises for you to see, including our Johnny O Shop and Shop. Our racks and shelves are fully stocked with all new spring and summer merchandise for both men and women. Make it a point to come by Russell's in downtown Washington to check out the new look, experience the same great customer service you've come to know, and see all the new quality clothing that you love. We can't wait to see our pirate friends and customers back at Russell's in downtown Washington.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. And on the last Sunday of every month, Doug Henry is open. Your weekend just got a little easier when you're looking for a car because you can shop at Doug Henry of Greenville on Sundays. Visit Doug Henry for the biggest selection of used cars. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Mention Pirate Radio for $500 off any vehicle. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville. Go Pirates!
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
This July 4th, celebrate America's 250th in the original Washington, where history comes to life. Festivities begin Friday, July 3rd at 4:30 p.m. with the grand opening of the city's brand new History Museum. On Saturday, kick off the day with the Founding Fathers 5K at 8 a.m., explore history exhibits, and enjoy free trolley rides from 10 to 2, and live music from 7 to 9 p.m. Then look to the skies for a spectacular fireworks show at 9:15 p.m. Come walk through 250 years of history, celebration, and community, right here in the original Washington. Learn more at visitwashingtonnc.com.
Close your eyes and picture this. Sizzling fajitas hitting the table, fresh seafood bursting with flavor, and a handcrafted margarita waiting in your hand. That's the experience waiting for you at La Tavara Mexican Kitchen and Seafood on 10th Street in Greenville. From brunch with friends to a quick lunch break, La Tavara brings the taste of the coast and the heart of Mexico together in in every bite. So when you're hungry for something fresh and unforgettable, make it La Tavara Mexican Kitchen and Seafood, 10th Street in Greenville, or online at latavara.restaurant.com.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Looking for quality roofing you can trust? Call the Boone Group Roofing. Proudly serving all of Eastern North Carolina, owned and operated by Toot Boone. They offer no money down and back their work with a 5-year workmanship warranty. Find them on Facebook and Instagram to see their latest projects and satisfied customers. When it comes to your roof, don't settle. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game. Call Toot today at 714-0021. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, our long wait is almost over. It is almost time, once again, for Hurricanes playoff hockey. They'll be back on the ice coming up Thursday night against Montreal, and here to talk about it is Wade Minter, PA announcer for the Carolina Hurricanes. Are we ready to roll? Let's hear it right now. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, once again, the PA announcer at the Lenovo Center for Carolina Hurricanes hockey. Finally, the Canes will get back to it when they take on the Canadiens coming up Thursday night. Wade Minter back with us. Wade, how you doing?
I'm good. It's been a little while off. I was able to go to the beach, hit Charlotte for work. Like I've had a lot of free time.
That you have. It has been a long layoff. It's crazy to like we've watched these playoffs, but when you start to break it down and crunch the numbers and everything, we talked to Brooks Hill yesterday, former Pirate Radio intern, now the voice of the Binghamton Black Bears, celebrating a championship, another one this year, but when he brought up that Montreal's played 14 games to the Canes 8, it kind of blew my mind, even though, again, we've watched all this. But almost double the amount of games for Montreal to Carolina at this point is crazy to think about, Wade.
It is, yeah. You've got a team that has played the least possible amount of games through 2 rounds going against a team that has played the most possible amount of games in 2 rounds. You don't really see that real often.
So how about the opponent? I guess going by regular season results, maybe this is not the one the Canes wanted to see, but Montreal had success against Carolina in the regular season, right?
They did, yeah. They went 3-0 against Carolina. Jakub Dobiš, the goaltender, played great. Canes were a little off. I do think that of the 2 possible contenders for the Canes' opponent in the Eastern Conference Final, the Montreal Canadiens are the tougher matchup for the Canes. But, statistically, the Canes in their first 2 rounds of sweeps played 2 of the top 5 goaltenders in the entirety of the playoffs. I think Dobiš is probably like number 6 or 7, mostly because those games against Buffalo were very freewheeling, 8-5 type scores, as opposed to the Canes winning, 2-0, 2-1, 3-2. So it'll really be a test, I think, if the Canes system can shut down the Canadiens' high-powered offense. I think the Canes will have the advantage because Dobiš has shown he can give up a lot of goals, and Freddie Anderson to this point has not given up a lot of goals.
Wade, are you concerned about the Canes having to ramp back up with Montreal playing a lot more recent, obviously, than Carolina, or do you think the rest is an overwhelming positive thing, and they'll come out fresh where Montreal is going to have some tired legs here? Maybe in game 1, but certainly once we get into 2, 3, 4, and beyond.
Yeah, I would be more worried about the very, very long layoff, the longest in modern NHL history, If they hadn't had a similarly long layoff between round 1 and round 2, so they swept Ottawa, they had, I think, 9, maybe 10 days off, something in that general vicinity before they played Philadelphia, came out, locked in, swept Philly. This is somewhat of an older team at the top end with Freddie Anderson, Jordan Stahl, Jordan Martinook. The guys have been around for a while, have absorbed a lot of punishment in the NHL. So I think it's a net positive to have the time off, to be able to heal, to be able to rest. You worry about a team coming out rusty, but at least from what I've seen in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, this is a very different Carolina Hurricanes team mentally than the last few years. They don't seem to be chasing things. They seem to be very confident. They seem to know what they have to do. They lock in, and you won't know until the series is done, but I feel like the rest helps. And Montreal has played 2 tough series, and if the Canes can come in hitting like they did in the first 2 rounds, if they can come in and just grind Montreal's offense down, then I think it's going to end up being a positive for the Canes.
Wade Minter joining us. You'll hear him on the mic coming up Thursday night, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. And Wade, I heard an interview with Steve Levy, and he said that hockey in a sport where home ice advantage does not matter that much. If one team has the advantage with home ice, it is the Carolina Hurricanes. I thought that was a great compliment to the fans and folks that go see the Canes play. Would you agree with that? If the Canes do come out sluggish, can the fans maybe help that out a little bit?
I think they can, because the Canes are going to have to expect an incredibly loud and rowdy environment at Bell Center when they go up to Montreal. I've watched their games. Their fans are really bringing it. I think the Caniacs will bring it as well, so I don't think it'll be that big of an adjustment going from, a quiet building to a loud building or vice versa. I think both fan bases are going to really be amping up the energy. And, talking about home ice advantage in hockey not really mattering as much, I think there's a lot of truth to that. That said, I think, as Steve Levy pointed out, the fact that the Hurricanes are so good about understanding matchups, knowing what players they need to have out against which other players, that, having second change in your home in your home building and having more of those games than you do on the road is something that I think the Hurricanes benefit from more than just the average team.
Wade, if I was talking to Rod Brindamore right now, he'd probably tell me a million things that the Canes need to do better than they did in the first 2 series. But how about asking you? I mean, it's hard to critique a team that has swept their way through the first 2 rounds. But do you see anything that the Canes need to improve upon, or things that'll be, at a premium in this series against Montreal?
Well, so far in the 2 sweeps, the Canes' first line hasn't really done much. I don't think they have any 5-on-5 points, and that's, your studs in Aho, Jarvis, Svechnikov. Now, they have not allowed many goals when they've been on the ice, so it's not like, they're a liability, but they have not really brought that offense. They've been relying on the Stankoven, Hall, Blake line to kind of do a lot of the heavy lifting. If you're going to advance, if you're going to potentially have a chance to win the Stanley Cup, all your lines have to produce, and that top line is going to have to show up. If they don't, the high-powered offense that Montreal has with Juraj Slafkovsky, Ryan Suzuki, Nick Suzuki, Ryan's brother. And that, I think, is the biggest question mark for the Canes coming in, is can that top line really establish itself and show up on the score sheet for the first time in the series. The other thing that I think you got to watch out for if you're the Canes is taking dumb penalties. Even though they swept the first 2 rounds, they were in the box a lot. Some, deserved penalties that you want to take, but a bunch of them were just lazy stick infractions, or there've been a lot of too many men on the ice penalties throughout the playoffs. So staying out of the box, or making sure if you go into the box it was worth taking the penalty, is going to be one of the things that the Canes, I think, really need to tighten up on.
Wade, growing up, I remember, and my association with hockey was watching home team sports and watching some caps with Peter Bondra, I think was my guy back then. Ole the goalie, those guys. But I knew the names Patrick Waugh and Martin Brodeur and these great, great goaltenders. And, then I watch the Canes, and in their playoff runs, they're using multiple goalies and things like that. My question is, how common is it for a team to ride one goalie throughout a Stanley Cup playoff run, throughout a Stanley Cup championship run? Is that the commonality? And I ask that because Freddie has gone the whole way so far. He's had a lot of time off in between, but is he up to the task to be the guy in net every game, or do we give him a break one game, Bussy plays? What's the norm when it comes to goaltending in a long Stanley Cup run?
Yeah, I think the norm is if you find your guy and your guy's playing well, you're going to ride him throughout the playoffs. Occasionally something might go wrong. The guy who starts the playoffs might not be, the guy who finishes them. That happened in 2006 where Martin Gerber was the Canes starter and he kind of faltered throughout, in the middle of the playoffs, and Cam Ward came in, took the reins and ran with it. So, but it is, I think, more common to see a team, if they're going to win 16 games, that goaltender is going to have 15 or 16 of them, which I think is really important with Frederik Andersen, who has been a brilliant goalie, but has had injury problems. He's had consistency problems. Not so far in the first 8 games, he's been lights out. But, this is a goalie who you've seen in deep playoff runs before, get a lot of work put on him, and either physically or exhaustion-wise start to falter. So that's where I go back to the idea that having the 12 days off and then having, 9 days off prior to that is good for the Canes, and especially good for Frederik Andersen, because you don't put as many miles on him, right? Like, he's coming in, he's rested, he's had time to recover, he's fresh. And what we've seen, I think, in both series is that a rested, fresh Freddie Andersen is playing like one of the best goaltenders out there.
Wade, you'll look up during a Hurricanes game and see that the Canes have 27 shots on goal and the opponent has 11 shots on goal. And it's like, well, how does this happen? And I've heard the panel on TNT and these guys talk about how if you are playing against Carolina, you got to take advantage of the 1-2 opportunities you have during a game to score. What does Carolina do so well defensively, Wade, that other teams don't do?
They just top to bottom, from the forwards to the defense, every pairing, every forward line combination, they know what they're supposed to do and why they're supposed to do it. They take away time and space. They choke you out. They make you fight for every puck. And that kind of top to bottom commitment to the system means you don't ever get a break. If you get your third pairing and your fourth line out there against their top line, those guys are still going to play that exact same system. They're still going to smother you. They're still going to make you work and skate all you have, all you can. So you never get a break. You never get a let up. I think I was watching one of the earlier series. I think it's the Ottawa series where they, cut to an Ottawa player on the bench after he'd been out there for a minute and had absolutely nothing. And, you can look at him lip reading on the bench and he's like, there's no blanking space out there. and that's true. So having the players who can do it is good, but having that buy-in on exactly how they're going to play, regardless of the circumstance, they know what they need to do. They're going to put a lot of shots on the board. They might not all be high quality shots, but not all high quality shots are the ones that go in, right? And the downside of that is, at least for me watching, is I think the Canes give up probably an abnormal number of breakaways or odd man rushes if the opponent's able to come in and kind of break the system or break through. Then you're relying on your goaltender, and Freddie Andersen, through 8 games, has really been up to the task.
Yeah. Wade Mentzer joining us. Wade, looking at the other side of the bracket, I don't know how many goals you have to score to feel safe against Colorado, but we found out 3 is certainly not enough as they rally from a 3-0 deficit in a game, not in the series, obviously.
Yes,
but,
yes.
3-0 in the game. They come back, they win it in overtime. That was amazing to see. They will take on Vegas. And what do you think about that series, Wade? High scoring, should be a fun one.
I think it will be. I think both teams can score. Colorado's absolutely a wagon right now. They know how to win. They're finding ways to win. They've done it all season. Vegas is scrappy. They've been able to kind of take advantage of their opportunities. Colorado is loaded with talent top to bottom, especially up front. Some good defensemen. Where I think both teams in the West are weak, and, Colorado, specifically, if you're looking ahead to a potential Stanley Cup final matchup, is the level of goaltending. So, Scott Wedgwood has had a good playoff run, but I don't think anyone would look at him and say he's the key to Colorado's success. He gets a lot of help, and good for him. Carter Hart's fairly untested. Colorado will beat you with speed and talent and scoring a lot of goals on you. So if you look ahead to a potential matchup against Colorado, then you're going to have to really shut down their offense and take advantage of your opportunities. If you look at Vegas, they play that hard-nosed style. They got John Tortorella. They're going to come out and really try to kind of beat you into submission. So if you're watching the West and trying to see, what does it mean if the Canes are able to get past Montreal, then I think you're looking at one of the best offenses in the past decade coming at you, or a team that just has found ways to win.
Wade Minter joining us. Wade has certainly called several Eastern Conference Final appearance games, but no Stanley Cups, right?
No, I haven't even called a Eastern Conference Final win at
home.
Because the only Eastern Conference Final game we won since I've been with the team in the 2015-16 season was in Florida on the road last year. So, I think the Canes have been tagged with, a team that falls apart when the stakes get high. They're 1-12 over the last 4 appearances or 3 appearances, and deserved or undeserved, you get tagged with that label, and the only way you can kind of get rid of it is by proving them wrong. So, I think this iteration of the Canes seems to understand how to deal with the pressure. They've been there several times before, but at the end of the day, it's on them to prove that they can win an Eastern Conference Final matchup. They haven't done it in 20 years, and now's the time to do it.
Well, hopefully we can check off that milestone box coming up tomorrow night, and who knows, maybe another one on Saturday. But
there we go.
Looking forward to it. Wade, I'm sure it never gets old to you, right? Like calling these big time games and stuff. Is it? Do you still get the goosebumps and stuff when you're in a packed building like that?
I mean, I treat it like kind of any other game. I'm there to give my best every single time. Like, even if some people have been there for the entirety of the 11-year run that I've had, there's someone in that building who it's their first game.
Yeah.
The atmosphere is going to be great. My job is to make sure that it's even greater. And it's fun seeing the energy in the building, from the tailgates in the parking lot to the concourse to the people in the seats. The video production team with the Canes has done an amazing job this year on video content. The pregame videos are awesome. And, all of us are there to put on a good show and do everything we can off the ice to make sure that the players have everything they need to be hyped, to play their best and put some wins out in front of Lenovo Center.
I know I've talked to a lot of folks going either tomorrow or Saturday, and they can't wait to be in Lenovo. I'll be hearing your voice through the television, Wade, so looking forward to that. Have a great call on the mic. We'll catch up with you later on these playoffs, Wade, but appreciate you joining us today, man.
Absolutely. Let's go Canes.
All right,
Canadians game 1 coming up on Thursday night. We'll take a break, come back. When we return, Luke Schwartz. Talk a little Canes, talk a little area sports action, ECU baseball, and more. When we return, Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
Is your car making strange noises, or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, we take the stress out of car care, from quick oil changes to full service repairs. And diesel truck service too. Our certified technicians deliver high quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure. Just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Don't let a small issue turn into a costly repair. Stop by today or schedule your service now. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service, keeping Greenville moving.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, and juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Looking for the perfect bottle of wine or something a little more unique? Discover Simply Divine Oil and Wine in Arlington Village. With a huge selection of hand-picked wines and gourmet olive oils, there's something for every taste. Not sure what to choose? Kimberly and her expert team are always ready to guide you, answer your questions, and help you find your new favorite. Join the fun with wine tastings twice a month or test your knowledge at trivia every Thursday. Follow Simply Divine Oil and Wine on Facebook and Instagram to stay in the know. Simply Divine Oil and Wine. Elevate your pour.
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Church services brought to you by S&K Trapping, East Coast Grading, Gregory Pool, Driven Details, East Coast Access, Cardinal Lock and Key, and rentafishtank.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Jiggins Cowart, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville invites you to party on the patio. Chico's Outside Patio is the perfect place to get all your amigos together for some Mexican food and fun. Call Chico's now to make a reservation for any large or small fiesta with all of your amigos. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and of course, all your favorites: flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
This is Parker Bird from ECU Baseball, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. And I grabbed the wrong sheet. Hang on one second. All right, welcome back. Play It Again Sports, buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard, right across from the Nissan dealership. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All
right, joining us today on
Back with your Pirate Radio Live.
WCTI 12.
Hear what Luke Schwartz has to say about the world of sports. As I talked to Luke earlier this afternoon, WCTI 12, and we will hear that
North
right now.
Carolina population. Luke, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing great, Clip. Thanks for having me on my first video meeting with you here. We usually do it over the phone, so it's good to see you and live and real in person. You look better, man. You look good.
I look better as opposed to
well, compared to like me hearing you on the phone, you know?
I don't know. I disagree. I think I might sound better than I look. Well, last time I tried to get you on, Luke, you said it was after the Super Bowl, but you were about to check into massage therapy, and you sent me a photo just to confirm. So I thought we'd do video this time just in case you were getting a massage or something.
Yeah, that would have been perfect. That would have set it up and like where you see my face from underneath. And
Under the
then,
table.
Yeah, it would have been perfect. You would have gotten quite the experience.
Well, Luke, I'm a Conley guy, so I was upset Friday night when their baseball season came to an end. But man, Rose and South Central also losing that night. I've heard some local TV folks call it Black Friday for the Pitt County baseball teams, but softball rolling on. Keita Sneed, J.H. Rose, and Wayne Deans at D.H. Conley. I think Rose lost last night. Conley winners, but those series go on, and I know you'll be covering that.
Yeah, I was talking to my boss Brian North about when was the last time we had 4 teams host in the 4th round from Pitt County and all of them lose on the same night. I mean, if you were a betting man, I don't think anybody going into last week would have said all 4 are losing. I mean, I could hear arguments for maybe 2-2 or 3-1, but yeah, that was just kind of crazy to see that all unfold. Really didn't. I was at South Central. They were up 2-1. I had to go to 5 games. I had to go from Rose softball, get over to Rose baseball at Guy Smith Stadium, try not to get pulled over by the cops and get to South Central. And then I left when it was 2-1 and got to Conley. And that was crazy too, because it was 0-0 at both fields. So I'm doing this just hot potato back and forth to run between the outfield of the softball field and then behind home plate for baseball. And I was shocked because a parent had said, "Hey, South Central's up 4-1. I'm like, cool, that's going to be a W. Rose had tied it to make it 2-2. I'm going, awesome. They're coming back. They're going to win that game. And then I get the same fan saying, nope, they lost. They lost. And then boom, Conley loses in extras and South Central allows five straight unanswered runs to Cardinal Gibbons. And I'm going, what just happened? So I'm still kind of in disbelief too, believe it or not. We only have 1 baseball team left in our local area that we cover for Beargrass. My 2 years that I've been here prior, I've covered at least 3 baseball teams in the state championship the last 2 years. So it's going to be really weird next week, potentially having only 1. Or if East Columbus wins the next 2 games, I would have 0 baseball teams in the state championship.
Man, yeah, it was a fantastic year for these schools, but only a few remain now with an opportunity to hoist the trophy, and that it's been fun to follow that, Luke, here at Pirate Radio. We've been talking Pirates, but also talking to all these area coaches as well. So that's been fun to follow. East Carolina was away this weekend and will be away at Clearwater for the American Conference tournament and will be away for a regional if they make it. They will not be hosting this year, so that takes away some fun things to cover. But how about the Pirates with a little late push there in Boca Raton, and now sitting on the right side of the bubble? Another fun thing to do, Luke, is follow this bubble. NC State losing yesterday, does that help out ECU a little bit in their spot on the bubble? And also we're kind of watching these one bid leagues. If there's a bid stealer out there that could hurt ECU. So this is kind of rare, Luke. Usually we're firmly in, or either last year out and had to win the tournament. This year, right there on that bubble, going to be some nail biting here at the end of the week.
Yeah, ECU fans have never had to be on the fence. There's never that, the teacher needs you to send in that last assignment to either get the A- or the B+. And for fans right now, they're kind of in a weird zone of what's going to happen. But you love watching what happened last week against Florida Atlantic. The pitcher shoved. Everyone looked great at the plate, and the Pirates just played probably their best complete baseball all season. And, I know it's cliche, but it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And if this is the time that the Pirates get hot, I'm all here for it. Go through Clearwater, take the crown, co-regular season champions, go to regional. And, Cliff Godwin, he always talks about how he sees reports about how bipolar this offense can be. Well, let's go on the side of where it starts to cook, and we don't go to the other side once the postseason happens. But, yeah, I think that NC State loss definitely does help, and that was an insane game. 33 combined runs, 21 runs given up to Duke, and Duke really didn't look good the back half of the season either. After ECU got that win on them, the Blue Devils didn't impress me. They lost 6 straight, cleaned up the end of the year, but that NC State should have won that game yesterday, but Duke just kind of catapulted on them. So, hey, look, if you're a Pirate fan, anything helps at this point. You're gonna take all the wins you can get, and that was certainly a W in their column for NC State to lose.
Looked at a sample size of regional projections, and I had 4 different projections, and 2 of them, East Carolina was a 3 seed in Chapel Hill, and the other 2, they were a 3 seed in Atlanta, facing Georgia Tech in that regional. And Luke, are you planning on covering the Pirates wherever they go? And if so, would you have a preference there of going down the road to Chapel Hill or maybe heading out of state somewhere?
Well, I guess in TV terms, it's where they let me go. So
Yeah.
I would love to go anywhere. I would travel anywhere, but it depends if they say, yes, you can go. If it's in Chapel Hill, absolutely. If it was back in Myrtle Beach at Coastal Carolina like last year, awesome. But I don't think they're going to let me drive to Georgia or anywhere probably out of state if it's, more than a 4 or 5 hour drive. But if it were up to me, I would 100% be there. The only thing though is like for regional sake, like 2 years ago when the Pirates hosted at Clark LeClaire Stadium, you don't get to film. So half of the joy of being at these ECU games is you get the cutaway shots of the fans. You get to tell the stories of what's happening, to do the interviews. It's a little bit more, I guess, I get strapped down and limited to what I can do. So it's more of a fan experience than a work experience. And I'm such a worker. I want to be working the games. I don't want to watch as a fan. So if I can go, I'd love to go just to be able to be there and cover it. And I'm hoping they could be at Chapel Hill because we know how electric that series was earlier this year, going 1-1-1 against the Tar Heels.
Well, Chandler will probably be watching at the Buck, Luke, if you want to grab a camera and just get his reactions. I know the camera loves Chandler Honeycutt. So.
It does. Well, so I usually sit right behind home plate. That's where I go. I got here, and football and basketball I had already shot in college. But when I got here, I said, Brian North being my boss, I said, do you know how to shoot baseball the best way? And he said, I prefer to go behind home plate because you can see everything moving in front of you basically instead of trying to pan the camera. So I always perch myself right behind left side a little bit, and I have the camera on my right side. So it's much easier for me to twist and be able to look to my right. And lo and behold, I swear, every time I twist, there's Chandler Honeycutt in a Pirate Radio hat, just enjoying the game. And he's full of emotion too, which is great. So I'll catch him when he's super pumped for a great Pirate thing, or when the opponent hits a home run, he looks sad. And I'm like, oh, I got to capture Chandler. I feel bad that he's sad now. So anytime I pivot, I usually see Honeycutt right there.
There we go. Luke Schwartz, WCTI 12, joining us. East Carolina playing Friday at 9 a.m., and we'll find out their opponent coming up on Thursday evening, I guess. Could be a long day of baseball, could be a short day of baseball. If ECU loses, they'll have to play again later Friday afternoon. If they win, they advance to the semis on Saturday. Luke, I know another thing coming up, and no matter where you go in this country, if you are a sports guy, you're going to have things to cover in your region. And one of the cool things about this area is the Big Rock. Will you be filming some of that here in the coming weeks?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the last 2 years I've gobbled up Big Rock, and being from Portland, Oregon, I knew nothing about blue marlin fishing when I arrived here, but I got here and it was one of the first things people told me was, you got to be at Big Rock, you got to be at Morehead City. It's electric, and the waiting game is fun. You're sitting there, you're waiting at the weigh scale, and you're just going, okay, is this gonna be enough weight to get the money, the jackpot? I mean, so much money, but it's so cool covering it. Most of the captains that have won in the past few years have been local, which have been great. Last year's guy was from Morehead City. 2 years ago, it was a captain from Kinston. But it's a special time, and so many people flock to come see it. And I mean, there's nothing better when it's summertime, hot. You go down, you enjoy some refreshments and watch some big bleep fish get hauled up and weighed for a lot of money.
Got that coming up. I got the Canes coming up on Thursday night, finally. And it'll be Carolina and Montreal, game 1, long layoff for the Hurricanes. It's crazy. I mean, I've watched the Stanley Cup playoffs, but when you put it into words and numbers, that Montreal's played 14 games, Carolina's played 8 in this same playoff format. That's insane. And but looking forward to getting them back on the ice coming up Thursday night.
Oh, I can't wait. I mean, I saw a post. It was May 9th was the last time Carolina played, and then their first game will be May 21st. I mean, that amount of rest is almost unheard of in the postseason, but they've just been so dominant in the first 2 rounds. And I'm excited for this series because Montreal, you can't really look at them as an underdog now. They've had 2 insane series wins in Game 7 over the Lightning, and now I was up watching that game too the other night. I got treated to that Game 7 winner against Buffalo, and then the double overtime game between the Spurs and the Thunder. That was back to back. I'm going, wow, what a historic night we're witnessing here. But I'm excited. I'm hoping Beargrass can sweep in baseball and softball, so we don't have a Game 3 Saturday, and I can try and get to Raleigh for Game 2. But if that's the case, if they don't, then I got to be here for the Beargrass Bears on Saturday.
There we go. You mentioned the Spurs knocking off the Thunder, and we get to see Wemby tonight. And when I was watching it the other night, I was thinking, this was what our great grandfathers thought when Wilt Chamberlain was playing. Like, it almost should be outlawed if this guy is able to do all this stuff. It almost didn't seem fair, but what a performance! And again, just kind of tapping the surface maybe on the player he could be. And I don't like to go crazy. I like to make sure if I say something, it's something I believe fully. But he's definitely got a chance to – he's definitely something we've never seen and has a chance to be the greatest ever. Like, it was insane.
Well, the craziest part is that we've seen his height in the NBA. It's not that we've never seen someone as tall as him. We've just never seen someone as skilled and as versatile and be able to be coordinated. We've seen those big, tall guys where we're thinking, oh, he'll just post under the rim, lob it to him, and he'll dunk it. But after a while, the double teams, it hasn't worked out. But he's so fluid with the basketball. He shoots it like Steph Curry from beyond the arc to tie the game in overtime. That was insanity. And he's just so lethal near the rim. And you miss a step, and he's already beat you to the rim. And 41 points, 24 rebounds, I think, a couple blocks on the night that SGA was given the MVP award. And he even said post-game, he was like, yeah, it may have been a little personal for me. And I'm not going to speak for him, but he said that in his post-game press conference. And I'm going, yeah, you want to give fuel to the fire? Way to go, Oklahoma City. That's on you for raising up that award before the game. Maybe do it after you won. But that series to me is epic, and I it's not that I didn't think the Knicks and Cavaliers were going to have the same amount of epic in comparison to that first game, but that was also a trip last night for Knicks fans. In overtime, Jalen Brunson, 38 points. I mean, this is shaping up to be a really good conference finals, both for the West and the East.
No doubt, and always a great time to talk football, Luke. And I've always, we use the term like defending Super Bowl champions, but I've heard people say, there's no defending champions. The NFL is the ultimate. Every year is a new year. It's designed for the bad teams to get better, and maybe the good teams to lose some of their guys, and everybody kind of meet in the middle. But having said that, I'm sure you're still on your Seahawks Super Bowl tour, and good for you. But what's he pulling out here? Let's see what Luke's going to here.
Come on. You already know. I've had this helmet since I was 8 years old, mind you, because this is the old logo too. So this was before they did. It's not super different, but they don't have as much green in the eye anymore, and the back is a little bit different. But I got all the helmets that I covered the teams for, went to school for. So of course I have the Panthers helmet back here too. But as far as a fan goes, got to have the Seahawks front and center. Got my
What year were you
jersey,
born,
so-
Luke?
I was born in 2000. So
Okay, so you
I
were
was-
while I was cussing at Washington getting knocked out of Seattle in 05, 07, and maybe by 12 when you knocked out
Yes.
RG3, you were watching that one. But I hated and still kind of hate the Seahawks because we didn't make the playoffs a lot, but every time we did, Seattle would knock us out.
Well, 2005 still hurts because even that ref admitted that he wanted Pittsburgh to win, and that Ben Roethlisberger touchdown should not have counted. And I remember getting knocked out by the Falcons. I remember having good years with Russell Wilson his rookie year.
Yeah.
But oh man, I hated that for RG3. I was a big RG3 fan. In fact, my high school football teammate, his dad worked for Adidas and was constantly working with RG3 at the time. And I said I was a big fan of his because I loved watching him play at Baylor. So his dad got me a signed football by RG3, and I still have it in my attic at home in Oregon because I did not want to lose it. So I didn't move here with it. That's where a lot of my precious stuff is because I know mom's going to remember where it is. I'm going to forget it or lose it somewhere. So when he buckled his knee in that playoff game, I went, no, and he just was never the same. But
Yeah,
watching
it's
him
not
at
like I
Baylor-
remember Washington's up 14-0 in the first quarter and we're cruising and the crowd's going crazy and we lose that game. That doesn't still stick with me at all. So,
but
Well,
yes,
Luke,
no, yes,
how
but
do
yes.
you-
I hope we can defend. I hope
Yeah,
we can.
I
Defend.
mean, yeah, it's almost. I don't know. Do you have like a house money feeling like when the Braves won the World Series in 21? I'm kind of still on a grace period. I'd like. I mean, they're playing awesome this year. I want to see them get back, but like for a few years, it's like you know what? They won the World Series. I'm not gonna give them any crap. I'm gonna enjoy this. How about as a Seahawks fan going into this year?
I think it's more like it healed a part of me that was missing from 10 years ago, and just the brutality of losing in the way of which we did against
Right.
the Patriots just hurt because you just look back at that game and go, man, what if it wasn't, when the Seahawks beat the Broncos, it was a no doubter. 43-8. If you're a Denver fan, you can just chop it up and say, you know what? The Seahawks were the better team. They crushed us. But if you're a Seahawks fan the next year, I was going, man, we were one 1 yard away from being back-to-back Super Bowl champs. What if the dynasty, so to speak? So to be able to beat the team that we lost to in such heartbreaking fashion, I'm good. So even if we, I don't want this, but even if we had a losing season or we didn't make the playoffs, I'd go, like you said, grace period. I'm happy to be a Super Bowl champion and to win in dominant fashion.
Luke Schwartz joining us. Luke, we'll talk Pirate football with you the next time we meet. We got a kickoff time for ECU Bama as they'll open it up noon on WCTI 12 ABC, week 1 of the football season. So we'll catch up this summer, Luke, and talk some football with you. But have fun covering the area baseball, softball, and also got the Big Rock coming up and more. So we'll keep in touch, Luke, and do it again soon, man. Thanks for joining us today. Anything we need to be on the lookout for, you guys are doing?
East Regional Finals, of course, for softball, baseball, and then we're going to get into summer baseball pretty soon, too. All of our Legion teams and Old North State League squads, and, of course, Down East Bird Dogs. So even though our high school sports go away in the summer, we're still doing a ton of sports and local coverage and feature pieces. So we're always trying to stay on the cutting edge of keeping people informed and localized with the best sports content that we possibly can. But Clip, thank you. Appreciate it, man. Next time, I promise I'll be at a massage and I'll have the phone facing my face.
All right. Shorts on Sports. See ya.
Yeah, all right.
All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, WCTI 12's Luke Schwartz, or as my daughter says, Schwartz on Sports.
Yes.
It's really hitting the Eastern North Carolina population.
Luke Schwartz joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, Sands massage table today. We'll take a break, come back, get an updated look at our Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. What's going on with Wilmington in the CAA tournament? What's going on in the American tournament, ACC tournament? We got scores in all those games, and we'll tell you about them when we return after this.
celebrate the next big Pirates win at the Rick House. The Rick House is Greenville and Eastern North Carolina's premier American-themed restaurant.
I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at the Rick House. Come see us for a big city feel right here in Greenville. I guarantee you'll have a great experience.
We feature the very best bourbons around. Our made-from-scratch pastas are to die for, and nobody does steak like the Rick House. We also feature an early dining special from 4 to 6. Come see us at the Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
Vacation should be about relaxing, not wondering about what's happening back home.
With SCI Technologies, you don't have to. Your property is protected from every angle. Cameras watching, fire protection, the alerts are there before a small problem becomes a big one.
And if something does happen, you know instantly. A motion alert, a quick glance at your phone, and you're back to relaxing.
Because real security doesn't just protect your property, it protects your peace of mind. So go ahead, unplug, unwind, and enjoy the trip.
We've got the rest.
SCI Technologies, protecting what matters no matter where you are.
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Does this warm weather find you dreaming about weekends on the water? Make it happen with a boat loan from First Flight Credit Union. Whether you're upgrading your fishing boat, cruising with your family, or chasing sunsets, we offer competitive rates, flexible terms, and fast and local decisions, so you can spend less time waiting and more time boating. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, Newbern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary. All local residents are membership eligible. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
We declare it's time for you to trade into a new vehicle at the Declaration of Deals sales event at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep has doubled down with dealer discounts and now has savings up to $12,000 on a new 2026 Ram 1500 and a special finance rate on Ram of 2.9% for 72 months. If you aren't looking for a truck, no problem. We declare that 2026 Grand Cherokee come with savings up to $6,000. Or you can lease America's most awarded SUV for as low as $429 per month. But that's not all. Save up to $7,000 on a new 2026 Jeep Wrangler or lease one for as low as $379 per month.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
36-month leases, 10,000 miles per year, and $39.99 due at signing. Tax tags and $8.99 admin fee not included.
Check out all the great deals at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep or at ecauto.com.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Attention furniture buyers, save now during the massive store closing liquidation at Bostic Sugg Furniture. After 89 years in business, they're closing their doors forever. Time is running out. All remaining Serta mattresses and Lazy Boy recliners must go. Every mattress and recliner in every size and comfort level, all priced to sell immediately. You will never ever see Serta mattresses or Lazy Boy recliners at such drastic low prices again. Hurry to the massive store closing liquidation at Bostic Sugg Furniture, 2115 East Fire Tower Road in Greenville. See store for details.
This is Rajay Harris, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Is your car making strange noises, or is the check engine light on and won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, they take the stress out of your car care and deliver high-quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure. Just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service across from the Speedway on Charles Boulevard in Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, Arkansas playing home run derby in the first inning against Tennessee. Already 2 home runs in the bottom of the first. They lead 3-0 over the Vols in the SEC tournament. Monmouth has 1 hit in the game against UNC Wilmington. That's not going to get it done. They are down 5-0 in the 6th inning. UNCW trying to be the 6th seed and go all the way at Brooks Field in the CAA tournament. Louisiana up on Coastal right now, 11-7 in the Sun Belt tournament. That in the 8th inning. Notre Dame puts up a 4 spot in the first inning. They lead Virginia Tech in the first inning of the ACC tournament. 4-0 that score. Irish over the Hokies. And we'll look at some finals from earlier today. Talked about it. Great rally by Wichita State, 2 in the 9th to beat Florida Atlantic 3-2. That final score earlier today in Clearwater. In the Big Ten tournament, Ohio State beat Rutgers 3-2 was that final score. You had... in the Big Ten, also Purdue 3-1 over Illinois. Florida knocking off Vandy 8-3 in the SEC tournament. And Duke put up 21 yesterday against NC State. Only 4 runs today. Not enough to knock off Virginia. It was the Cavaliers over the Blue Devils 6-4 in the ACC tournament. Charlotte-Memphis, the only other game today in the American, and right now Memphis has a 5-1 lead in the bottom of the 2nd inning. So 5 early runs for the Tigers. They are on top of the 49ers in the American tournament. 2 more games coming up in the American tournament on Thursday, and then the Pirates will begin a busy day of baseball Friday at 9 a.m. when they begin their tournament play. Tennessee throwing it all over the yard right now. They're having some issues. Arkansas up 3-0, runner on second, 1 out, and Pig Sooie trying to put it on Tennessee early in that one. That is our Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck. Head out to the Buck, watch some Western Conference Finals tonight, both in the NBA and also the NHL. Canes coming up on Thursday night. Good place to watch the Canes and also enjoy live music, everything else they have going on out at Da Buck. We'll take a break, come back, get ready to wrap things up here on a Wednesday. We're back with you after this.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. It's time for bats, balls, and turkey calls. Working on that grand slam? Swing into turkey season with a perfect shotgun to knock that gobbler out of the park. Brite, Mossberg, Weatherby, Savage, Beretta, Rossi, CVA, and Browning, you name it, we've got it. Choose from the largest selection in Eastern NC. We'll make you blow fans away. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen and Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
Looking for the perfect place to host your next event? Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville features event spaces for birthdays, business meetings, rehearsal dinners, and more. The corner bar is fully private and seats up to 50 guests. Our back dining room is semi-private and seats up to 40. Or choose the semi-private repair shop game room, complete with pool tables and big screens. Add in-house catering and full bar service, and we'll take care of the rest. For pricing and availability, inquire online under the Parties tab at fishstreethardware.com. Fish Street Hardware, where Greenville gathers.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Bond. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Hey, Pirate friends, it's Rhonda from Russell's, and we're back open with a whole new look. We have a ton of surprises for you to see, including our Johnny O's Shop and Shop. Our racks and shelves are fully stocked with all new spring and summer merchandise for both men and women. Make it a point to come by Russell's in downtown Washington to check out the new look, experience the same great customer service you've come to know, and see all the new quality clothing that you love. We can't wait to see our pirate friends and customers back at Russell's in downtown Washington.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m., serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse. Good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
This is Kim McNeil, head women's basketball coach at East Carolina University, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a good day for the stock market today. The Dow was up 645 points and closed at 50,009. The NASDAQ was ahead 399 and closed at 26,270, and the S&P was up 79 at 7,432. That is your Wells Fargo Advisor Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into the show. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you. Pirate Radio Live. Again, with where East Carolina is, we're doing a lot of scoreboard watching. And right now, Louisiana on top of Coastal Carolina 13-7 in the Sun Belt Tournament. UUSA Today had Louisiana as one of their last four in. So this would be a monster win. If you're a Pirate fan, probably pulling for Coastal in this game. But this will be a good win for Louisiana and could get them on the right side of the bubble. The Sun Belt's got a lot of teams that are looking for an at-large. Southern Miss, namely, looks like they are in line to host a regional. Coastal, probably a 2 seed. But then after that, you've got Louisiana. Texas State has a 42 RPI. Troy has a 44 RPI. So those are some teams we'll kind of look at in this tournament and kind of need them to get knocked off because the Pirates are trying to stay on the right side of a shaky bubble. It's going to be fun to follow the remainder of this week and, of course, Friday when East Carolina begins playing their conference tournament games. All right, that will do it for today's edition of Pirate Radio Live. Thanks to Shirley Rhodes, intern Victor, intern Carter with a good performance. And appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll be back with you Thursday, 3 o'clock. All new edition of Pirate Radio Live for the crew. I am Clip Rock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for